Beat me to it.
Hello!
Good morning, good afternoon, and
Hi,
good
beautiful
evening.
people!
Oh, I think I said, hey, beautiful. I thought that was, thanks.
You're
Thanks for
beautiful
that.
too, Milk.
Oh, thanks. And love you too. Love you too. How you doing?
I'm
You
doing
okay?
so much better this week. I feel so much better this week. Not even
That's
gonna lie.
good.
So much better.
That's good. Because I was worried, thinking, oh, that's what I was going to mention about, actually. We do apologise for last week with the cancellation, because my hostess with the mostess, trans gamer girl, was not feeling too well. So give us some love on the chat. Give us some love.
I'll give
on
you love
there.
back, I promise. All the love to you guys too.
Yeah. I tried to the heart on there. If not, I'll do it again. But for the audio people, I'm so sorry. Just imagine a heart shaped appearing as well. So, trans, I know you a bit better, but how are you feeling for this week's podcast today?
I'm feeling good. I'm in a good place, so that's good.
Woohoo!
I'm feeling stoked. I'm glad to be back.
Good.
I'm sorry I was sick last week, guys.
It's just
This happens on occasion.
It's just absolute unbelievable disgrace moments. I can't believe you were sick on episode 15 last week. Well, this is technically 15 now, but would have been 16, but now it's 15 this week. So, but I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're okay and well, and that's the main importance because I wouldn't. This podcast would not be without you, Trent. Remember that.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much.
So,
I love you too, buddy.
Oh, see, we've got that connection going. Bish, bash, bosh.
We always have that connection going, buddy. Always. That has never been ish.
I feel blushed now. Thanks. Thanks for that. Right, we won't wait any longer. Look, so, something I can't hear. Have an amazing stream. Much love. Oh, cheers, Dan. On the right, a quick show for the love. Can't hear you. Have an amazing stream. Much love, guys. No worries, Dan. Thank you so much.
Love you, Dan. Have a good time out. Enjoy.
So,
good night, buddy.
So, guys, we've got the most legendary streamer. Trans legendary. Yeah, it's legendary. I'm not doing the legend. Wait for it, dairy moments as well. So
I was waiting for it too.
I'm waiting for that till later because she's absolutely amazing. And I've seen her in the streams, and she's good friends with Aries and Fleur as well. So, can you give her a big round of applause? Drum roll, please. With Legend and Lana. Oh,
Lana, there you are.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worries. So, it's good to have you on the podcast. It feels like a contract. I've said this every week. It feels like a contract to try and get everyone in Bish Bash Bosh moments to get into the
all the people we love.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. I'm so glad you guys invited me. I appreciate it so much.
I'm glad to have you. I'm so glad you're here.
Oh, bless.
And I'm glad I feel good enough to do the show this week.
Yes, I'm glad you do too.
Absolutely.
I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this show. Oh my God. It was that morning and I'm like, I've been sick all week. I'm still feeling sick. I don't think I can do it. And I tried and I waited. You know, Malk, I waited. I was like, see how I feel. Last minute, I was like, no, I can't. We just got to cancel it. I was like, I just got to cancel it. I just can't.
So, yeah, it's a shame.
But we're here now.
Absolutely. But yeah, because like I said, Lana, I believe, just before we spoke, I believe this is your first ever podcast, live exclusive as well. So, are you feeling a little bit nervous tonight?
I'm chilling. I feel like I'm in good hands with the both of you. So
yes,
I'm good.
Yay! So much love. Thank you.
Get in. Now I'm getting more double blushed now for that. Thank you for
Multi-blush.
Multi-blush. That's it. Multi-time as well. So I know you said before you need to catch up with the episodes to how it all works. So we'll go through how it all works tonight.
Yes.
For the guys who are new to the podcast, and after 14 episodes, where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
To find out what's going to happen.
Haven't you been with us before this? Come on.
I know. It's just
we're a party. We're a party every Saturday.
We're missing out. They're missing out. I'm missing out.
I'm telling you.
the
Now you're not
heart.
missing out anymore. So you
Yeah.
No, no,
get to be
no,
part
yeah.
of it.
Absolutely. So there'll be 4 segments for you guys if you're not sure how it works. So the first segment will be about the PC console news that we all going to be discussing and have our input if we wanted to as well. The main discussion topic is like the main discussion, which hopefully should build in from the PC console news. And I do not know what Trance was showing me as well. That was bad timing. For the ones that audio, she was showing me like a crisp moment as well. So that was bad timing. So segment
I think it's a
segment
gummy
Gummy
worm.
worm.
gummy worm.
Yeah.
It's a summer
Okay,
gummy worm.
I thought it was a crisp. Segment
Sorry.
3. It's all right. Segment 3 is the interview with the streamer, legendary of a legend of Lana. I keep saying legendary because you are legendary, Lana, as well.
Thank you.
And then they ask us anything, which is segment 4. Now we are going to try and aim for under 2.5. We'll
We're
try
gonna
and
try
aim for
for
2
that
hours.
2 hours.
2 hours mark. So we'll try and sweep through as quickly as possible. So guys, if you want to try and get in, that'll be fantastic. So we won't wait any longer because I know we're all busy bees this
It's
evening.
bees.
First segment is the PC console news. So
I'll
because
go over this. I like to.
I was just about to say, see, this is why Trance does this every time to me. Basically, I was going to say Trance will do the PC console news and the main discussion today. Well, I'll ask Lana the questions at segment 3 as well. So
We couldn't remember, so we're just like, hey, who wants to do it? I'll do it. Okay, great. Done.
yeah,
That's how it works around here, guys.
it's all good. It's all bish bash bosh moments. So and one rule, guys, one rule for us 3. Anyone who does a hydrate in any of our chats, mine, Trance's, or yours, Lana's, if you are streaming live at the same time, we all have to take a drink
Yep.
each.
It's very
So
important.
so for the first one, Dan has drawn us a hydrate. So here you go, Dan. There's your
Ooh.
hydrate.
Hydrate time.
Yes.
So that's the rule, guys. That's what the
Stay
streamers have to
hydrated,
do.
peeps.
Yeah. Well, I've got my hydrate for the alcohol later when it all kicks in as well, so that's all good. So here we go, guys. I'll hand you over to Trance to talk about the latest news of this week.
Sorry about the whitewash. My computer is very, very bright right now. So let me see if I can fix this real quick because it's very, very it's watching my face out. Let me fix this. Nope. You know what? We're not gonna even worry about it. We're just gonna leave it.
We're sorry for any technical difficulties, guys.
Like my face looks like a sheet right now. I'm sorry. All right, okay, here we go. So we're gonna go over the news. I'm gonna try and get through this as quick as possible, guys. There's a lot of news to cover because I'm trying to cover last week's as well as this week's, and I'm going to try and blast through this as quick as possible. So we may not discuss it as much as we normally do. Just bear with us. I promise. Oop, we got one from Reese too. Reese has got to hydrate, so let's get that out first.
Ooh, okay. Lana's thinking, why did you have to say the hydrate?
Reese. Okay. So first thing, and this comes from actually last week's news segment.
Okay.
First thing, number 1, we have Sony's big PS5 update with the M.2 SSD support launched on the 15th of September. At the time I got this article, it was not the 15th of September yet. And this comes from The Verge. This is the first major update to the PS5. It does give access to the M.2 SSD slot for those who want the extended hard drive. The second major system update to come along with it was the 3D audio. What gave the players 3D audio via their TV built-in speakers, and they don't have an option for working with the Dolby Atmos yet, beyond the Blu-ray disc playback or the new 3D audio settings for home theater. It also brought about an accompanying update to DualSense controller, letting players use the built-in mic to help calibrate audio settings to work. There's a new equalizer for Sony's Pulse 3D headset and sound controls menu so you can tweak your audio. After this update, users can initiate a DualSense update from settings instead of waiting for the system to prompt you to do it. They customize the layout of the control center as well by moving things around. You can view and write messages to friends in party chat, without going into another screen in the game-based menu. PS5 is also now watching for new personal bests to automatically save the time for your new personal best. They also released a trophy tracker along with this update, allowing you to bookmark 5 awards you're pursuing so you can easily view your progress in the control center. And PS5 Remote Play, for those of us who are streamers, is now available when you're outside of Wi-Fi range to stream your games or browse menus. The 23rd also brought another update allowing players to do the stream share screen from a friend's PS5 and the PS app. What that pretty much is, they'll join the party chat and you can let them tune in directly. It's like a personal Twitch. Accolades feature improvements to include the leader designation, the accolades feature in your PS5 as well. Screen reader controls also have been updated that let players pause and resume screen reading by pressing PS plus triangle or repeat a reading by pressing PS plus R1. So that's a lot of stuff in firmware for updates on the PS5. I know a lot of you guys play PS5 or go back and forth between console and PC. So I know that was something that a lot of people have been waiting for. It was a massive update.
Yeah.
And I hope it didn't take up all your space, or else you're going to need that SSD. So
I think it's a great update that they've done, but they still haven't confirmed which M2D,
yeah,
the add-ons pretty much.
yeah.
Because they were still discussing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew they were going to, because you can open up the slide at the side, and then you could open up a container, so you could slot in the M2D or M2D, whatever it is, the SSD type as well. So, but they haven't confirmed which ones of those SSDs are compatible with the PS5. But I still think the PS5 they should have done like a terabyte or 2 terabyte versions like they did with the PS4. I don't know why they did at 825 gig to lose 200 gig. So you've already got like 600 gig.
Yeah.
And that 600 gig is basically it's already used up because you could have GTA which is over 100 gig. Many games that are like over 100 gig of space, and you have to delete them. So for me,
and games are getting bigger. Like they're getting like really big. I'm glad that they allow you to do an external additional to your SSD. I like that they give you the opportunity to do that now. But I also think that with the size of game files now, we got to figure out how we're going to make this work properly. And unless you're going to get a really big storage file for your M2 SSD, I mean, you're going to still lose a lot of space.
Absolutely.
Another hydrate from Reese. Got another hydrate from Reese. Here we go.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, after the hydrate, what's your thoughts on it, Lana? Have you got the PS5?
I don't have the PS5. I really want it though. It's just like it's never available, and I want it so bad. But these updates sound cool though. I feel like especially the one where you can watch the stream on your phone. Like that's what got me. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's insane, to be fair.
It's a really good addition.
But I think
it's been a highly anticipated update too. There's been a lot of talk about it, so I'm glad that they finally were able to at least get it started and get moving. The PS4 is going to have an update too. Obviously, it's not going to have all the features the PS5 one does, but there is going to be a firmware update for PS4 as well. It probably already has popped. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like the difference between the PS4 and PS5, there's not been. I know there's massive differences, but if you was waiting and you're still waiting for PS5, I would wait till there's like a cheaper deal when it's all calmed down, because there's not been any exclusives or anything like that. And also, with the PS4 and the PS3 back in the day, you can remove the storage and you could extend your storage. This one, it's only the M2D, so you can't extend like the hard drive itself. So it's a bit of a crap one, really, unless. But I don't know if I've heard rumors of they're going to do a PS5. I don't know if it's a PS5 Pro or something like that, where they do another model, but like a bit more better. I think I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's 100% true. But that could be discussed next time. But
we might hear some updates on it. I know that there's a lot of things going on right now amongst Sony, so
yeah,
we're working
but in personal terms, I'm glad they've done the update personally, and I think they should just.
It's a lot of cool features they've brought in.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you just said it's spot on, chap. Spot on with that. To be fair.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get the next article. Like I said, we're going to try and blast through it so we can keep this to a reasonable time. The next article also came from last week, which did not get covered until this week. So you guys have probably heard about this. Activision Blizzard, yes, they are in the news again. They are accused of committing labor violations to stop employees from talking about the labor violations. PC Gamer, this is where this article comes from. If you guys want to read the article itself. Workers, with the help of the Communication Workers of America, have filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board, alleging that Blizzard has intimidated, surveilled, and interrogated workers to discourage them from discussing labor conditions such as the ones in the discrimination lawsuit that was released in July, because it's September now. Of course, we're going to keep dragging this out, right? The list of the allegations of the last 6 months are as follows. They have threatened and told employees they cannot talk about wages, hours, and working conditions, all air quotes there, or investigations about them, including the investigation that led to the July lawsuit, for example. They have, air quotes, maintained an overly broad social media policy, quote, enforce the social media policy against employees who have engaged in protected concerted activity, which, if you don't know what that means, that's when employees are discussing ways to improve their workplace or organizing into labor groups to include collective bargaining groups.
Oh, okay.
They have, according to the lawsuit, they have threatened and quote, threatened and disciplined employees on account of protected concerted activity. And also, quote, engaged in surveillance of employees engaged in protected concerted activity and engaged in interrogation of employees about protected concerted activity. You know how lawsuits have to be, they have to say everything. So that's why there's a lot of repeats. Sorry, guys. One anonymous employee did say that they suspected that upper management is attempting to get rid of employees who have spoken out about the company's alleged discrimination. No official intentions to unionize under the CWA have come up for the two parties coming together to push these complaints suggest that it could be a possibility. From the article, and this is a direct quote, we are very inspired by the bravery of ABK workers, and we will always stand shoulder to shoulder with workers fighting harassment, assault, and discrimination. Quote, unquote. CWA National Organizing Director Thomas Smith said management could have responded with humility and willingness to take necessary steps to address the horrid conditions some ABK workers have faced. Instead, Activision Blizzard responds to righteous worker activity with surveillance, intimidation, and hiring notorious union busters, aka the firm that they hired to investigate the issue. The National Labor Board under Biden administration has made it clear that it will hold companies accountable whenever they break the law. We have filed these charges to ensure that the actions of ABK management will not go unanswered. That whole section comes directly from that article. So if you want to look more into that, you can look up that article.
And for Lana to find out what actually has happened, Blizzard have been naughty to their employees
I've
as well.
heard.
Very much so.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I know a lot of people were boycotting like Call of Duty and stuff like that as well.
They've lost a lot of players.
They've lost quite a lot of like people who are still on Overwatch. They've left. Some of them I've seen they're still on, but majority of them have left because of the issues with Blizzard as well. But what update have you known about the Blizzard side from your perspective, Lana, before we carry on?
I mostly just heard about like harassment of employees and stuff like that. And I've never really played like video games from them. So I was just like, ew, and kept moving. I was like, I
like it. That's a complete legit response. I mean, I get it.
Ew, why are y'all harassing your employees?
Why are you doing this?
Exactly. But it's no money out of my pocket. So
yeah,
it's true.
RTK says what no unions do to a motherfucker. That's very true. That's very true.
Give that guy a medal. Give the guy a drink as well.
You got a medal, RTK.
Yeah.
And love. You got love from me.
Oh, Reese. Thank you for the host as well, Reese. Thank you so much.
Hosting.
But yeah, I mean, personally, straight to the point, they are still bastards, to be fair.
They are still bastards, guys. That's the bottom line right now.
Yeah.
Because Stone Cold said so on there.
Yeah.
Said it, so it must be true.
So, so I'm so sorry, Stone Cold, if he ever watches it or listens back to this podcast.
We have another hydrate, guys, from Reese.
Oh, okay. So, personally, in layman's terms, they're still bastards, to be fair. But they should still be. They should have sorted this out ages ago. And I had my rant, and Trance would have remembered that rant a couple of weeks ago
If
when
we
I was
don't
just.
remember it, it's on file.
It is definitely. If we don't, then that someone needs shooting if they don't find it quickly. But personally, I think the way they've done it is just downright disgrace. To be
Yeah.
fair, and I, a big company like Blizzard, who does like the World of Warcraft, um, Overwatch. I can't remember what other games they did. From what I can remember back in the time.
Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Activision is now part of Blizzard, so they also do the COD series. Activision is part
Yeah,
of that. Anything that Activision has done is now part of Blizzard's company. Diablo was also them.
yeah,
StarCraft was also them. A lot of games they've released. So
yeah. So, but as I said, so in your perspective, for you guys, are you still not going to touch Activision Blizzard games because of
I
because of
haven't.
this?
I
Because
haven't.
of
I'm not
this?
gonna lie. I haven't even played. I haven't even jumped in COD in forever. I
Yeah,
saw friends
I
that are
have no
playing it,
reason
but I
to.
don't.
How about you, Lana? Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I really have no reason to. I mean, I played Call of Duty a little bit when I was younger, but I didn't know what I was doing. So it was
Yeah.
fine. So there's nothing of interest really for me. And this puts me off a little more if I was
Besides,
Yeah,
thinking about
besides, my life is my city right now. So
yeah, yeah.
that's what I spend all of my downtime on, guys. If you're wondering what Trance is doing in her downtime, it's playing in the city.
that'll be talked to the Ask Us Anything part, guys. Wink, wink. If you want to ask Trans any questions on the city itself.
If you want
So
to know what Aliana's been up to, you're free to ask in the Ask Us Anything. So I'll tell
yeah,
y'all.
absolutely. But from I feel bad for these employees, especially the women's side as
Yep.
well, because as I said before, as a bloke, I feel disgraced as well at the same time because it's like it's not fair. It needs to be equal. It needs to be equal with everyone.
Yep.
And what they've done, this should have been sorted like years ago, not months with investigations as well.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
and then and now you're getting all these out
Here
now,
we
and just go,
are. They're
yeah,
airing all their dirty laundry now.
yeah, be like, oh, sorry, I've just got this dirty
That's
dirty
this term we
clothes.
use here a lot of times, airing out some dirty laundry.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
Needs to be done.
whoa,
does. It does.
whoa,
Shit needs to be
whoa!
cleaned. House needs to be cleaned, man.
I know that now. I know that now. To be fair, from their perspective as
After that
well.
hydrate, Reese said that was the last one for a bit. Thank you for that hydrate, Reese. We appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
RTK said Activision Blizzard games aren't even good anymore, so I'm not touching their stuff. Fair enough. Reese
Yeah.
said be back in a little bit. Have fun. We'll see you in a little bit, Reese. Bella says, yeah, most of their games are dog water. So I don't know. A dog might like it. It's just dog water. I mean, just saying. That's a very
Oh,
interesting term that I've always heard. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like dogs like water. What are you talking about?
yeah, I was going to say dogs like water, but that's dog water. Don't like.
Yeah. Would you drink the dog's water? Like if the dog
No,
drank out?
I
no,
wouldn't.
no.
I know how much my
Instant.
puppy used to slobber. No, I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
Yeah. I get this phrase. I get it.
Thank God
I
for
didn't
that.
mind her kissing me though. I didn't mind her kissing my face, but I wouldn't drink her water. Nope. Sorry. Just a little
Yeah.
weird.
Thanks for that chance to.
No, seriously. I'm serious. No, Alune used to give me kisses on the face. She did.
Yeah,
There
yeah,
is
I
a
did not
difference.
mind. Did not
There's
bother
a
me.
Yeah.
difference.
there is a difference. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. But yeah. Anywho, but yeah, it's just. I mean, as I said, Blizzard needs something sorting, and they did mention about it. They were trying to sort something out, but
They did stuff, but there's still stuff coming out, so it's going to be an
yeah,
ongoing thing for a minute. I'm pretty sure.
I got a feeling this is going to be like a few years for them to get
Yeah.
themselves back to normal.
It's going
Just
to
a
take
few.
a while. Sorry, guys. You fucked yourself
Yeah.
over good this time. Just saying you did.
Trance's actions of the voicing. I'm so sorry about that. I didn't expect it to be action type stuff. So
Well, you
no.
barely see it with the lighting. I mean, damn. It's like I'm squinting in the sun. What the hell?
Oh, this is
All
why we
right.
love. This is what we love about the podcast, and we'll go straight into the
Yes.
next news now.
Next article, here we go. Battlefield 2042 has been delayed for a month from PC Gamer. Also, this article is
Say what? Say what?
Battlefield 2042 has been delayed by a month.
That's damn right.
Excuse me.
Disgrace from them.
I know a lot of you guys are excited about Battlefield 2042, so this is going to be huge for you guys. Honestly, the article was really short. It wasn't very much to it. So, EA announced today that because of unforeseen challenges created by the COVID-19 pandemic, it has elected to push the game to November 19th. From the article, excuse me, quote, and I quote, "Given the scale and scope of the game, we had hoped our teams would be back in our studios together as we move towards launch. With the ongoing conditions not allowing this to happen safely, and with all the hard work the teams are doing from home, we feel it is important to take the extra time to deliver the vision of Battlefield 2042 for our players." I respect that. The open beta was supposed to happen in September, but as of the time that I had gotten this article, which was last week, there was no updates spoken about yet, and no clarification as to how it will impact the open beta release, which is supposed to happen later this month. I don't know how much later this month, honestly, but later this month. Now, personally, this is just my take on it, and I see what you're saying, RTK. I'm with you on that. That's what I'm about to say. RTK says, I say give them all the time they need. I'm 100% behind that. If they need the extra month to, get it all sorted out, I'm behind that. I know there's a lot of shit going on with COVID-19 variants right now. A lot of places are shut back down. A lot of places are still working from home. There's still a lot of unsafe situations. A lot of things are still kind of wonky all across the globe. So I can understand why the delay has been enacted. That's just me from my perspective.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Lana, I'll pass it over to you.
I have never seen Battlefield 2042. So my apologies for being uneducated, but I do agree, like, give them the time that they need, like it's crazy out here. Like, the working conditions just aren't safe most of the
Yeah.
time. And like, it's difficult to create a game on top of that. So it's just a lot of things.
Where I'm at, guys, we're another hot spot. And even the colleges have shut down some days because because of outbreaks and fears of outbreaks. They've had colleges closed down, and colleges don't close for anything. I know because I have coworkers that are in college here in town, and they're having to do their schoolwork on their computers because they cannot go to their classes right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
The colleges don't close for anything.
That was a silent pause then for shock moments.
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
But it's just, COVID-19. Why don't it just bugger off? You know what I mean? And
For
stuff.
real.
For real, yeah. Because it's knackering all of us personally, and especially with mental health as well, working from home as well, and it's affected people mainly before we all got back to our normal selves slowly, but it's still not the same. It will never be the same for the next few years, personally. But I agree. Games should take as long as they can. Obviously, not too long because people are going to be annoyed by saying,
rioting in the streets. There's going to be rioting in the streets because Battlefield 2042 has not come out yet.
Yeah, that'll be on the news.
I'm expecting it.
On November the 20th, there's been an outbreak on Battlefield because people are not going to get the game out in time. So yeah, but yeah, I personally say, look, I don't mind a month or two as long as you fix the issues, fix the bugs. Because if you bring out a game, and I've seen this many times, and they never fix it unless it's like back in the old days, PS1, PS2. For the games itself these days now, these guys just bring out the game as the basic format, and then they do the updates. PS1, PS2, they had to get it spot on first time of asking without any issues, and that was the perfect game. That was the perfect games. You don't have to worry about updates. You don't have to worry about anything else. Then, now, in that case, I don't mind a month, but not not 3 months or 6 months, that to delay it
Yeah.
even more of that.
Yeah.
Unless there was an outbreak again, then I can understand. But with
Yeah.
the outcome of it now, personally, I think I think a month would be okay as long as they fix the issues or the bugs and everything like that. And that's just my intake of that.
Bella is trolling and saying they saw the COD Vanguard beta and immediately decided to delay.
Yeah.
RTK goes Vanguard. We were just
Vanguard.
talking about how we're not about the COD right now.
Yeah.
Not about
That's
it.
not about it at
Good
all.
luck, Activision. You do your thing. Because we're not doing it right now.
See, Trans, I love you for saying that because you just told them to get rinsed as well. Get rinsed.
I did. It's sad, but it's true.
And she's not drunk, guys. And
I'm
that's just what's great.
not. I'm
This is great.
100% sober, yo. 100%. Like, I'm not even lying. I'm not even doing like CBD oil. This is my regular vaping juice, but it's a new flavor. So,
Lana, we're sorry for any technical difficulties from the next 40 minutes or so. If anything goes wrong.
Hey, we're blasting through these notes, guys. So this is awesome. We're doing really good. We're already halfway through our
Don't jinx it.
updates.
Don't jinx
Reese is
it.
back with another hydrate. Let's hit that hydrate,
cool.
guys.
Keeping us hydrated. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Reese. All love to you guys. Thank you so much for being here, guys.
I don't think he's trying to do that all the time. I think he's just wants to get one of us get drunk at the same time.
I'm not drinking alcohol. This is
I've got water.
I've got my Smirnoff kicking in. No,
now it's kicking in.
Yeah, it's kicking in.
He's funny when he starts drinking.
I'll try to be cool and calm and be collective. Bish bash bosh moment.
He does almost too cool sometimes. All right, next article we're going to cover. We got 3 more articles, and then we're going into our main discussion. This is like the fastest we've ever done this, guys. Next thing about EA. So we got one good thing about EA, and then we got a not so good thing about EA, guys. So here we go. EA has been slammed over FIFA 22 pre-order false advertising as fans demand compensation. This comes from Dexerto.com. The community has claimed false advertising after devs confirmed that the FIFA 22 Ultimate Edition ones to watch, is what they called it, bonus would have been incorrectly listed.
Yes.
And the various editions that they release usually are known to have extra bonuses and usually wind up being a little extra because you pay for the extra bonuses. That's how it is with all games, really. This edition had promised players a one-to-watch player pick item in an EA help article, but will in actuality only earn an untradeable OTW player with no choice.
One to watch. Sorry, OTW, one to watch.
OTW, the player pick would have generated a number of cards for the players to pick their favorites from. A lot of time with that, it's usually the ones that that is the most favored. But the general mood of the community is not very favorable to EA about the situation. One Twitter user posted as a response to the error, and I quote, "There are mistakes, and then there are details posted in legitimate facts. At some point, you need accurate and efficient verification of information, or you need to honor your mistake. It's borderline false advertising." So,
I agree.
You're the FIFA person, so we'll let you go on this one, buddy.
I'll try to be as cool and calm and short and sweet, but in layman's terms, that is still bastards from them as well. So basically, I've bought the Ultimate Edition, and it's the most expensive edition of FIFA. And right, it said, "Oh, I'll have the one to watch bonus." I thought, yeah, nice one. I'll get that. But then when I found out that they were doing something dodgy and doing false advertising, I kind of feel like, yeah, I'll still buy FIFA because I love FIFA without a shadow of a doubt. But I still want some of the money back because it's false advertising. It's like saying to you, Trans, like with a Stardew Valley, I'm going to add you some extra bonuses on a Stardew Valley. Are you going to pay the extra for the Stardew Valley bonuses?
Yeah, of course.
But you're only going to get certain bits from that bonuses. But I won't tell you that until near the time. How would you feel about that? How would you feel about that?
I would be furious. I'd be furious. I would totally be furious about that. And I think the biggest thing is the fact that it was a player pick. Like you could pick the generated card.
Yeah.
This is not giving you a choice at all. It's just they're like, here, it's just a random one, and they're not giving you an opportunity to choose who you want. So I think
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably the biggest thing that's got people up in arms about it. Reese said, I only got 20 now, so you need to wait for the next one. I'm okay with that. And Reese also checked our uptime. We have been streaming for 34 minutes and 48 seconds of the time. Reese did the uptime. Thank you so much for checking our uptime. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I know you guys haven't done much on FIFA, so I won't go into too much detail of that. But I'm going to say, from you guys' point of view, if you bought a game, the most expensive game, and you love the game so much, and you've been told, oh yeah, we get the bonuses. I know you said it, Trans, but from your perspective, Lana, what's your thoughts of it? Like in false advertising
It's
as
like
well.
The Sims to me, like, because The Sims falls under like EA and stuff as well.
Yeah,
So I'm not shocked with the false advertising and stuff like that. Because, like, they put out the pets pack for The Sims, and then they put out
yeah.
another
Yes.
pack that had smaller pets. And it's just like, why are you making me buy the same thing over
Yeah.
and over again, basically? Like, this should have been in the
Yeah.
other game, basically. And it's just, it feels like a huge money grab, but that's video game companies sometimes.
Honestly, EA has been called out for that for so many years. They kept saying EA is trying to money grab because they would release base games and then DLC and then DLC and then DLC, like
Yeah.
The Sims, They would give you very limited stuff, and then you have to buy the extra shit.
Yeah.
And so I understand where you're coming from, that you're not shocked, because I mean this is a dick move on EA's part, but it is a total EA move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a given. Rooftop Korean goes capitalism. Yep.
Capitalism.
We're gonna make that money somehow.
Yeah.
EA have been doing EA have been doing the word microtransactions, and they've always been doing
From
it
day one.
from day
Yeah.
one. And I saw a
Day
meme.
one.
I saw a meme, and it made me laugh. Someone had an interview, had like a 2-page interview. Someone came in and said, "Well, there's page 1. Where's page 2? You have to pay $5 for a DLC for the second page." Like, yeah, you're in. That was the EA meme as well.
Yep, and that's
So,
what they do. That's what they do. That's what they've
but
always done. I don't know how they still keep their heads above water, because people get furious about it, but they still buy the games.
Yeah, I fall into the trap.
Shit.
Yeah, I fall into the trap every time. I'm like, why do you guys keep doing this? But let me buy it.
See, I mean, you're like, oh my god, this looks so cool, but I know it's EA, but I don't want to fucking support them. But oh my god, it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Take my money.
I
It's
know.
crazy.
I got so many like Sims new packs and things like that. And I'm just like, I gotta stop, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But I need to stop.
It's because they know you're going to do it. That's the thing. They know you're going to do it. RTK says, want a disc that actually is just a reskin of existing things, $20. Completely. That's a complete EA mindset. That's what they've always done.
And I'm just
they've been called out for it so many times.
Yeah. What was that, Lana? Sorry.
Do it.
And I'm always just like, well, let me get my purse. Like, goodness. Here, take it.
Reese goes
garbage,
hashtag
but I
scam.
Yes.
It is. It is, to be fair. Ever since EA thought that idea, the microtransactions, everyone else is doing it now. And it's bullshit, to be fair. But it's tempted to like, ooh, no, I don't want this, but ooh, yeah, I'll have
I know,
that later.
right?
And you'd be like, it's the temptation, and it's just the edge of your seat.
RTK says, I pirated Sims 4 with all DLCs, never had any feelings of regret. I am with you on that.
How did you do that? Not that I would do it, but like, how did you do it? Not that I would do it, though.
Hypothetically,
if I was thinking about it, yeah.
This is going to be the best podcast ever today. To be fair, I don't know what to say.
Reese, I didn't fix the targets on that, but thank you for that bear hug. I appreciate it, Reese. Oh, the love to you. Bear hug back to you. Thank you so much. I got a hug from Reese. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Thanks, Reese.
I know it is, Reese.
Thanks, Reese. Yeah. So let's go to the next news article now, quickly as well.
Let's get off of EA's case now.
Yeah. For now.
THQ Nordic announces 6 new games, including Destroy All Humans 2 Remake. This comes from altcharacter.com. THQ has just had their 10th anniversary showcase, in which they announced 6 new games, including the new Destroy All Humans and SpongeBob games. So if you like the SpongeBob game, Escape from Bikini Bottom, I think it was, there's a new one coming. The full list of new announcements is also a very, very short. This is also a very short article, by the way. Destroy All Humans 2, Reprobed. It is a full remake of the original game, adding and improving features while rebuilding the game from scratch in the Unreal Engine 4 visuals. So there is that to look forward. That's going to be awesome. Outcast 2, A New Beginning, is also being released from them. Jagged Alliance 3, Superpower 3, MX vs. ATV Legends, Elex 2, Expeditions Rome, and SpongeBob SquarePants Cosmic Shake. Now, I know that SpongeBob SquarePants and the Destroy All Humans remake, the trailers are available on YT if you would like to watch those. I don't know if some of the other trailers might be there too. You can check and find out. And I'm sure that there'll be more information on that on their site as well. So
I'll tell you what, let's hear from Lana's point of view. Have you heard much on the old classic games from THQ?
I have not. I mean, I do like the title Destroy All Humans, so I might have to check it out.
it's supposed to be a hilarious game.
Yeah, I might have to check it out. I do know the SpongeBob games, and it feels, just the sound of it feels nostalgic. And
Yeah, I know.
I might have to check it out. I might have to.
And Lana said, "Well, there's my purse over there. I'm gonna
Yes.
buy it now." It's
I'll
just
give my
like-
money to you instead of EA this time.
Yeah.
This time.
If you insist.
Don't twist my arm or anything, you know.
Yeah.
Reese gave you a hug as well.
Yeah, I
Let's
just
go,
saw.
Lana.
Thank you.
And
Thank
he
you.
gave Wetro Wolf Live a hug.
Wetro.
as well, too.
Wetro.
Retro.
Well, what's wetro? Like wet and then row? Like,
I do this to him all the time, guys, so he's doing it to me back.
yeah. Wetro. I'll remember that next time with that. Thanks. I'm not wet. I'm not wet, but thanks.
He can pour your drink on you, you will be wet.
Yeah, no comment. No comment. I know.
That was last week. No, that was 2 weeks ago. That's not this week.
No, I was going to say, what did you do last week? There's no podcast last week, to be fair.
RTK is teasing me too, so a Wefro.
Wetro. Sick.
Wetro.
Lana's like, what the hell's
Confusion
going on?
side up.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Oh. Okay, then, just carry on with the podcast. Quick.
No.
What did you sign up for today, Lana? Just saying.
For a good time, and I'm
Hey.
getting my money's worth.
That's
Yeah, sure.
yeah. There you go. And we didn't even charge you for anything.
Yeah.
All you had to do was be here.
Show me the money. Show me the purse. That's it.
Gotta get it again.
Yes.
There you go.
Nice. But yeah, so I mean, I've heard Destroy All Humans. I've never played it, the old original 1 and 2. Never played it, but I saw it and I thought, oh, this is going to be an absolute classic. And when I saw it, they're doing a remake of it, I thought, oh, it's like, oh, let me get my wallet. I'll get that and then pay it off and then be like all sorted as well. So they've got some new games. Let's say new games. They've got like the old retro 10th anniversary games coming out as well. Pardon me. So, and I can't wait for it. Yeah. Sorry, I do want to burp. I have to be
You
professional.
and me both, buddy. You and me both.
I just try to be professional on
Me
stream.
too.
I love that. I love that, to be fair. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the Destroy All Humans because I'll be like, ooh. It is apparently it's a funny game where it's like a weird alien who's just shoot. It's just like Mars Attacks. Have you ever watched the
Yeah.
Mars Attacks film? It's kind of like that, but not gruesome as what Mars Attacks
It's
did.
supposed to be hilarious. I've heard people
Yeah.
who've played it said it's a funny game and lots of fun to play. I have not played it. I know of it, but I have not played it. So
Absolutely. But I can't wait for the others to come out, and I think it'll be a good way of the 10th anniversary.
the what?
Of
The what? The what?
the 10th.
The
Not-
test?
I am Wetro. I am Wetro Wolf Live now. So yeah, on the 10th anniversary of the THQ, and I cannot wait for it, to be fair. So, yeah, so Chance, any more news from your perspective?
We have one more article to discuss today, guys. And
Oh
that
my God.
is Respawn extends the Apex Legends ranked split and shares news on the server issues. This
Oh,
comes
yeah.
from comicbook.com, guys. And you guys probably already know all this because, again, this was a few days ago. The first ranked split of the season has been extended. That's the good news. Okay. It now ends on the 27th of September. So if you play Apex, you got a few more days to get your time in, 2 more days to be exact from today. However, flip side, the servers aren't fixed yet. So there was a patch push on the September 22nd, which seemed to make things worse. And that also comes from .esports. This comes from 2 different articles, guys. It seemed to undo all the stability fixes from the September 20th hotfix, and the players were unable to connect to matches, particularly the Battle Royale ones. And some of them were facing crashes and lever penalties for disconnects that were not their fault. There is a slight update from the .esports channel that says as of 2:45 p.m. Central Time on September 22nd, more server-side changes had been pushed through, trying to resolve the issues with the slow-mo servers. But nothing new has come up about the server crash issues. So you got 2 sides of a coin here. You got longer time for your season, but there's a good chance you're going to get crashed and get pinged with penalties. So just keep that in mind if you're playing Apex this week.
Basically, in 2 hands is either you're screwed or you're screwed. Either way. So
Well, I mean,
that's.
the extension of the season is good. The extension
But
of the
but
season
you're
is a good
still
thing.
screwed. But you're still screwed,
Yeah.
aren't you?
Can you get in to extend the season? Can you get in to get that last little push for the season?
Yeah, but you're still screwed at this point. That's my argument
Saying.
on this. To be fair,
Reese sent you another hug, but this time it was to Wetro Wolf Live.
yeah, Wetro Rolf Live is not available, mate. I'm so sorry, but I do thanks for the hug. I'll tell him that next time. To be fair,
Let
so yeah,
Wetro Wolf know.
yeah, it's just disgrace on that. To be fair, so
Yeah.
now I don't think you've played Apex in the past, Lauren. So, from your perspective of server issues in other games, like
Mm.
whether it's
Yeah.
first-person shoot or any other type, this is just a generic thing.
Yeah.
I bet would you be annoyed as what the fans are now with like the extended issues of not getting the servers fixed as well, and they just want to, and you want to play good game with no issues in them
Yeah.
as well.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Like
matter
with
what it is. That's something that we can all
mhm.
agree on. Yeah. Go ahead, Lana. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. But yeah, like with Dead by Daylight, even like I mean, I feel like they have like small issues that are just like
Yeah,
they're small but they're annoying. And it's just like I get the frustration. Sometimes it makes you not even want to play the game. But like at the same time you put so much like effort and like love and intention into it. So, you keep going back just to get bullied by bad servers.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just annoying, isn't it? To be fair, and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and then I haven't played. I've played Dead by Daylight a couple of times, but I haven't played it with online servers or anything like
Mhm.
that at all. So, from way that you're describing as well, it means basically they need to sort them out.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, just
Yeah.
there's just this is the problem. Everyone needs to sort their shit out
Mhm.
quickly as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're
This
not going
is
to get the
this
games.
is this is the gamers. This is the game developers sort your shit out episode, guys.
Yes, yes.
All of
It,
you need to sort your shit out. Bottom line. That's all there
Yeah.
is to this whole article. Just sort your shit out.
I'm thinking of the title now called the Bottom Line episode
Bottom
on there,
line.
or the game developers sort your shit
Sort
out
your shit out
episode.
episode.
Yes, yes.
I feel bad for Lana's now because it'd be like Lana. Game developers need to sort their shit out. To be fair, on that episode as
It's
well.
true. It's
I
It's
have a
true.
true.
very unique perspective on this because before I got my computer, built and everything, you guys remember watching my Valorant streams. Those are here in my channel. And that I kept getting penalized and penalized and penalized because I couldn't get into the fucking game. And
Yeah,
I so I have a very unique aspect of this because I've been penalized for not being in the game. It was only timers, but still, it was like it was frustrating because you're wanting to play, like, man, I want to play so bad, but you get hit because you can't get into the damn queue. You get hit with this penalty. It's like, oh, you're not able to play for 5 minutes. Okay, fine. 5 minutes later, you play another game. Okay, you try and get in. Now it's like, oh, you're leaving multiple times, and they're getting pinged for something that's not their fault. That's the game's fault. It's the infrastructure on the game. For
Yeah.
me, it was my computer, but for this situation, it's the infrastructure of the game. It's just too clogged right now. We were talking earlier about how people aren't playing COD. A lot of people have gone back to Apex. Apex is
yeah.
having a massive resurgence in the last month or two. And it's just Apex is not ready for this resurgence. So this is
Well,
it's clogging up the systems.
it's because COD has got their hackers in
Mhm.
there. That's what's the
Mhm.
issue. Then there's, oh, let's go to Apex. Oh, did you know that our servers are shit? No. I thought we do now. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to play the penalty of like being in the worst service ever. I'll say that.
Yeah.
There's quite a few games that have had worse service issues in the
Yeah.
past. But overall, it's why pay a 50 quid game? Quid. It might be $60 or $70. I don't know. I don't know how much it's like a normal game in the states
It's
as
usually
well.
about 50 to 60. Could be more if it depending on the specifications of the game.
Yeah, so say $60. You pay $60 for a top notch game that you're looking forward to for decades,
Yeah.
like absolute decades, like Halo, for example. You're looking forward
Yep.
to Halo Infinite, and you're like, "Oh, I can't wait for this," and then found out. I know they're doing the beta, but imagine they didn't do the beta. They did have no giving out. They went straight
Mhm.
in, no updates. They just giving you, "Here you go, guys. Here's your base game. What's this?" Oh shit! There's so much server issues and everything like. I'm like, I paid $60 or 50 quid for a game that's, you know,
It's
ruined.
insane. It's insane.
With,
I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that Halo is actually doing the beta right now because they're wanting to see how things are going with it, and they're wanting to see the problems they're having, and they want to clog the servers. They're like, make us crash. We want to fix this before it comes out 100%." And even when we talked about that, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Was it we thought about?
yeah.
When we talked about that 2 weeks ago, I was like, I mean, I'm 100% down for this because this is a way for them to see what their servers can take, see what their servers can handle. In a game like Apex that's been out for so long and just did not expect this massive resurgence, I mean, it's kind of different. It's like Splitgate had a similar problem when they
Yeah.
released, earlier this year. They're like, when they had a massive influx of people coming in, they were like, oh, this is a really cool game. They kept bringing their friends and bringing their friends, and they had infrastructure problems. They had a similar problem earlier this year. And then they took it upon themselves to say, okay, we're getting money. We're going to fix this shit. And now people play Splitgate, and I haven't heard complaints about it. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
It's a good game. It's an
Yeah.
absolute brilliant game.
We have another hydrate from Reese. And
Oh,
we have a drink emote. Thank you for the hydrate, Reese.
and Toad, if you're still watching, thank you for the subscription as well. You're an absolute legend
Hi,
as well.
Toad. Why are you in this? Why are you in the channel? What are you doing?
Uh-oh. You're being told off now, Toad. If you are. If not, it's just give me the subscription that, yeah, I pressed it and I've got off.
Sub
Quick.
done. Bye.
Yeah, sub done by.
He knows it's coming. He knows it's coming. Every
Oh,
time.
poor Toad. Poor Toad. Tobacco
break.
break. I accept that. Clearly. To be fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I just hope that they sort out the shit with the servers and try not to cause any havoc in the past.
Companies, sort your shit out.
Yes.
Sort
It's
your
the
shit
main
out.
theme. It's the main theme.
That's all this news is about. Sort your shit out. Okay. Wow, guys.
Well, I hope this main discussion topic coming up soon. It's not going to be sort the shit out with the companies
No.
itself.
This
It's
discussion topic's better.
thank God for that. So Are you okay with your side now, Trans, or do you want to say
I
any more?
am good. That's all the news that I have for you guys, and we got it in under an hour. So, and that was what 7 articles, something like that. So it's we had a lot of stuff. Warframe ninjas play free. That's very true. That's 100% true. He's right.
I
Just
need
screw
to
all
get
these
that.
other games and go to Warframe.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be the advertisements again, like the promotion episode again, all those times. So
No.
it will be. So basically, guys, we're just on the first segment in under 58 minutes, and that is insane.
Did pretty good.
But don't jinx it, Trans. Don't jinx it at all.
Reese goes in my channel says, so to sum up, section 1, games need to sort their games out and EA sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
There
Pretty
we go.
much.
That's in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, absolutely. Reese knows. Give him a promotion on that. So, I'm going to let Trans to sort out the segment 2, which is the main discussion topic. So, um, we did. We had 2 bit of articles that we were going to discuss, but we had to pick the one because we always like to pick the main one to discuss because this is going to be a little bit longer than ever before. Well, hopefully not too long, but probably about half an hour of it. So
It'll probably be one of our shorter discussions.
it could
I'm
be
thinking.
first time ever. So I'll let Trans to sort out because I'll be doing the questions on segment 3 for Lana, which she's absolutely nervous about. I did say she won't be nervous. There you go. That's that steady hand shaking. No, as well. So Trans, I'll let you carry on with the segment 2.
Okay, so segment 2 is a little different, excuse me, than normally. Normally we'll have an article and we'll discuss what's in this article. This week we are going to have a discussion. I mentioned earlier that Sony pushed a massive update to PS5, and we were talking about the stuff that goes into that update and all the shit that they've done for the firmware. Today's discussion topic it's kind of a how do we feel about things, and we kind of like to mix it up on this channel on occasion. We like to say, hey, let's try something different. This one, we're going to discuss some things that we'd like to see. If anybody has any in the chats or whatever has any input in future firmware updates for PS5, what are things you'd like to see PS5 do with their firmware to make your experience playing their system better and the games better? The reference article and what made me think about this, and I was like, this is a little bit different, but we'll try it, is an article that came from PlayStationLifestyle.net. And it says Sony, and the title of the article is Sony has an interesting, exciting, fantastic list of ideas for future PS5 updates. So it's a little different than we normally do, but we're going to kind of have more of an open discussion in this. Normally I have like a list of suggested questions and things to discuss. This is going to be something like, off the top of our head, brainstorming as a community. What kind of things do you think PS5, those who are players and those who are not players, would benefit from with future firmware updates? I'll start with Malk because he came from PS system like hardcore. So he knows a lot of things that he might have to put in on this.
Thanks. Yeah. Growing through all the PlayStations like PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, and now PS5. The firmware updates obviously try and fix all the basic issues like they're currently doing, which they're doing fantastic anyway. I think the most one that I was looking forward to was obviously the SSD update, like the extension pack. I would love to see. I don't know. There's so many that you could think of, but I don't know which one that would be applicable.
Just list some. I mean, it's like a brainstorming session anyway. So just list some things that you think would benefit from firmware. What Sony would benefit from firmware updates about.
To be fair, though, it's more about just getting the user perspective and the user friendly on the system itself. It is at the moment, but they could make it a little bit better if they wanted to make it a little bit outstanding. It's kind if you haven't got a PS5, it's kind of similar to the PS4 with the layout, but it's a little bit different to. There's like 2 tabs, like the games segment, which is all the games and everything in one tab, and there's another tab which is the media, which is like the Twitch, YouTube, and all the other apps that you could download and update as well. It's just better. Just make it better for the community, for the PlayStation. Make it worth the while, really. I know I sound vague, but at the moment I can't think of it. At the moment,
We might come back. We'll come back to it. RTK says, now let's say hypothetically you own a PS5. If you own a PS5 and you already have an idea as to things that you think would be better, would the PS5 would benefit, feel free to mention them in chat. Don't think that you're just because you own it, there's nothing else to to say about it. No, if you have things that you like UI information or how they have a layout. I mean, even if something as simple as like theme options, just mention some of
Oh
that too.
yes. Sorry, you brought a brainstorm now. Add some new themes. Like PS4 did it before, where you could add your own theme, you could create your own background. PS5, they don't give you that option at all. They just give you like some basic. Upload your own themes that you want to add. Upload, everything else. Really, it's just something that's yours. That's you. That's for everything to. Um, I don't know, like expansions, like add more options to add expansions to. I know they do it currently, but I would like to see more to expand on the storage, the external hard drive stuff. I know. Imagine like trying to go up to like 4 terabyte. I would love to see it to go like 8 terabyte or 16 terabyte or higher. You know what I mean? I know that'd probably kill the PS5, but do you know what I mean? It's something different to compete to Xbox and
Yeah.
PC. I mean, don't get me wrong. PC have always been, and there's always arguments like which one's the best console or which is the best PC. And like PC games, like PC's fine, PC's the best, and console's shit. And then you got console users like, console's great, PC's shit, and you're like, and you can't get that balance of the differences. To be fair, that's my opinion anyway. To be fair.
Okay. Lana, are you a console player? Do you have any suggestions on this type of things? I mean, like things you've seen in previous consoles that you liked?
Yeah. I mostly play on PC now, but I do have an Xbox. I personally feel like I'm easy to please. So if I can play the game on it, it looks good, it works well, I'm content. So I don't have any suggestions really. I'm easy to please when it comes to consoles and PCs and all that.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice one.
I have played both PCs and consoles, and I was there when Malcolm remembers this too. I was there when consoles first went to online play. And I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember those days. It's like, oh, this console can do online now. I think that firmware updates, things that make, I mean, I'm kind of with you on the fact to make it more user friendly. I think that anything that makes the console more user friendly is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
I think that allowing there to be like opportunities to get thematic ideas as well, because it's one of the things I love about my PS4 and still do is that I can download themes, and there's free themes, and then there's this, and then PlayStation Network has really cool things that you can get from them too.
Yeah.
I do agree with the storage. It's like we said before, the storage keeps getting bigger, but the games keep getting bigger, so we're really not gaining anything. So if they would think ahead and actually, make a concept of, saying, okay, we know that there's going to be new technology coming out, and it's going to make these games bigger and harder to follow, and making sure that they keep up with that type of stuff. I don't know how well the PS5 compares in graphics to new games to the PS4. I have not played on the PS5 yet, so I
It's
can't really
amazing.
say much about that. So I mean, I know that people said that there was an update to the graphics and all that stuff. I think that having also accessibility options is very, very, very important. I
Yes.
think that some of the accessibility options in previous consoles, including the PS4, have been kind of lacking. I also feel like firmware should make things easier for the user, and I'm not going to lie, I get frustrated every time I have to search for what I've got stored in the game, where my information is, and I had to say, where the hell is this? And I got to go through different panels and different stuff. Making it more navigable, I guess, is a good option too. Is another thing that I would like to see as well for them to do that.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
PS5, there's like they've got the segments of the search bar, and then you've got all the games which ones that you installed on the console, and which ones you stored on the external hard drives as well. So they separate those two out, so you know which ones to go on as well. But I think they should expand to say which ones have you got currently on the system now and delete, rather than the ones that you already bought from yourself in the past. So, say like for example, you bought Fall Guys, for
Yeah.
example, but you haven't downloaded it, but it's still there. It's like you want to click on it to press because you bought it at the downloaded date at the time, well, or the purchase date at the time. To be fair, so it's kind of like some people may prefer it this way, some people prefer it this way, and you're like, you can't please anything these days, can you? At the same time, guys, correct me if I'm wrong at this, but I feel like it's more the company that needs to sort their shit out again. Just decide.
Sort your shit out.
Yeah. Can't stress it
We
enough.
come back to it. We come back to
Yeah.
it. That's the name of the episode, Malk. The sort your shit out episode.
I feel bad for Lana because all the others is like they've had some good titles, and then Lana's just like Lana.
Sort your shit out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I mean.
no, I agree with it.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
is there anything in previous consoles, especially when they first started with online stuff, that you liked from like the Xbox series, or is there something on Xbox that they do that you think that PlayStation should adapt to, or something like that? These are just things. I mean, obviously, we're in the end we're just a small little talk show, but I mean, it's a way for us to discuss things that we would like to see. And things that the community and the people who play the systems and have played the systems can say, hey, we think this would be a really cool concept. I not gonna lie, every time I have to look for my privacy settings, my wallet and all that shit, I have to go through a million different things just to get where I'm trying to get to. And granted, I know it shouldn't be that easy to find your information. Okay, I get it. But it's one of those things that, that's frustrating to me. That's why I said, navigation is a big thing for me. Whenever I play a game, one of the things whenever I play a game, one of the things that I look for is the accessibility of the settings. That's a big thing for me. I mean, because I'm not going to like how dark a game is. I'm going to want to make it darker, or I'm going lighter, or I'm going to want to adjust this or tweak that. So that's why I'm glad they did the audio tweaks. That's a cool concept that they did for the firmware. That's a good idea. I feel like personally, other things that could be tweaked for the game to make your experience better, to make it more you. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And Malk is getting bored because he's yawning.
No, I'm sorry.
Camera.
Sorry.
RT cases. I mean, obviously, backwards compatibility of Xbox is miles ahead of PS. I agree with you. They should make a better backwards compatibility system. PS4 finally got on the bandwagon after, God, how long after release? It was so long, Malk, because they were releasing things slowly.
2014 was PS4 came out in December 2013 came out, and then PS5 recently came out last year. Yeah.
I know, but how long did it take their backwards compatibility system to work?
Oh, sorry.
That took forever. That was like 2 years.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing saga because people will say, "Oh, this is their best opportunity to try and get some backwards compatibility," because that's what the Xbox has got, and that's what the Xbox have nailed their head on, and they've sorted their shit out as well. Basically, Xbox based on the backwards
PS being more like PlayStation being more like Xbox.
if they are going to do it, yeah, I do agree. Yeah. If they sort their shit out as well, that they would be. Well, to be fair, they've got this PlayStation Now thing, shall we say? Like you can stream onto there and you can play the old classic games. Yeah. But it's not the same. People want to get PS. Like if Trans-seen. I would say Lana every time. Trans-seen the whole games that I've got, like for
Yeah.
the PlayStation 1 and PS2, and I can't play on it because I haven't got. I've got the PS3 to play the PS1 games, but I haven't got a PS2 to set up. So I was hoping that they would sort that out. PS3, when they had the fat 60 gig, that was epic. You had
Yes.
PS1, PS2, and even PS3. But guess what? They had the yellow light of death, and then bang, 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 they ruined it because they took it out when they did the slim and the super slim, which is the stupid concept that they did with the super slim. They should be banned for that.
I
Uh,
honestly did not like when PS4 had gone to digital backwards compatibility. Like, oh, if you want to play these old games, you can download them from us and play them. But the
yeah,
discs were not backwards compatible.
Mhm.
And I was like,
yeah,
really? Like, you're going to give me this digital copy of a game I already freaking own because I used to play PS3 all the time. Because I'm not even going to lie, guys. I've played Xbox, I've played Nintendo systems, I've played
yeah,
PlayStation systems, and by the time PS3 came out, I absolutely loved PlayStation game options. They had games like I liked, there's a whole bunch of like, RPGs, which y'all know I'm all about, and I loved that, and I would choose PlayStation over Microsoft multiple times for that reason. But there were games that I'd played on the PS3 that upon release of the PS4, I couldn't play. And I'm like, why? Why is this a thing? Like, I mean, you should be able to play it backwards compatibility. It really is a thing
I
that it really should do.
yeah, but I've heard that there was so many issues with the backwards compatibility. That's why they took it off, and I don't know why,
Mhm.
because they did it fine with the PS4, PS4, sorry, the PS5. That they've done for the PS4 games, but obviously
Yeah.
PS4. But they haven't done it for the rest of the other games that people have bought in the past and kept for
Yep.
historical stuff at the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like this is a raging episode.
It's not a
Yeah.
rage episode. We're just talking about shit. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
think
need to sort that shit
Sort
out.
their shit out.
Yeah.
exactly,
PlayStation,
exactly.
you're on this list now. You need to sort your shit out,
Yeah.
PlayStation.
What was you going to say,
Yeah.
Lana? Sorry.
Oh, I think I prefer PC overall. Like
Yeah,
now, I used to mostly just play on my Xbox and stuff like that. But now I feel like I can get like any game that I really want on the
yeah,
PC, and I can have my whole setup the way I want it to, like the customization, all of that, and
yeah,
just it's more enjoyable for me because like I found this one website where you could get like a bunch of retro games that were for like GameCube and like
Nice.
yeah.
other consoles and stuff like that. So to have that on my PC as well, it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, what do I need
You
then?
just you just thought of an idea. It was on about the topic of it to say what firmware, the ability to edit mods on the
There
game.
you
Yeah.
go. There you
Yeah. Yeah.
go.
They,
Yes, that's a good
they,
option. We got a
so
hydrate from Reese, so let's hit that up.
bloody hell, Reese, hold on with those hydrates kicking in.
And Reese said this podcast episode should just be called the "Short Your Shit Out" episode. Yes, you are.
It will
We're
be.
just talking about that. We're just saying it's going to be called that now. It's always coming back to "Sort Your Shit Out."
But yeah, what's good about the PC? You can mod games, and I
Yes.
absolutely love
Yes.
about it. Like, with the consoles, unless Xbox, I mean, I haven't got an Xbox anymore. I used to have the 360.
Mhm.
I don't know about the Xbox One or the Xbox One Series or Series X or all the other stuff, but they need to have like the option for the yeah, um, to have the mods on the
Mhm.
consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have a laugh. I know if you do a mod, you can't go online. That's the rule. You can't go online because it will knacker the servers. It will knacker. It'll be like a hacker, knacker
Yep.
the hacker type stuff as well.
Knackered like a hacker.
Yeah, knacker like a hacker as well. Reese says, "I'll redeem hydrates when I can. Just trying to keep everyone." Yeah, no worries, Reese. No worries. I'm just saying. I'm already done one can, mate. I'm worried about
He's
all
already
nearly.
done one.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
So keeping me hydrated. I know that, mate. Don't worry. But that perspective, I would love to see that, but
Mhm.
I can't see that happening
Yeah.
ever. I mean,
I mean,
imagine.
there's ways to mod console games, but it's such a it's a fairly extensive process to do it because you've got to transfer everything over. Have options for you to, because I mean, there's such a big modding community out there. Have options for these modding communities to be able to say, hey, here's a mod for your PlayStation. You can do
Yeah,
this, or you can do that, or you can play this. You can play Sims and make this mod added to it, or you can play this and mod it
yeah,
this way. I mean, in the end, it's still console, but PC gives you so much freedom. Like you can get
absolutely.
any game you want digitally. You can get an emulator. You can get a website. You can do anything you want on your PC. You can mod games. You can there. That's all there for you available. And since the systems are now, and since now the console systems are all connected to the internet, I mean, it's something that they could actually allow you to do now. You just have to have access to like downloads, or I mean, even if it's like even if it's an app for your PlayStation. Like let's say
Yeah,
there's, I mean, this is an example, and I'm not 100% behind these people, but let's say maybe Nexus. Say Nexus has an app for your PlayStation, so you can mod some of your PlayStation games. You know, here's a modding feature for your PlayStation game, or a
yeah,
mod for your themes, or a mod for your UI, or something that you want to actually customize. You know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people love love PC options, just like you were saying. It's because you have the option to adjust everything the way you want to.
yeah.
Add more storage. You can mod this. You can adjust this. You know, all
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
I love how you said the PlayStation was the best over
Stop.
PC.
Stop.
I've got you there.
Nope.
Got you there.
I
No.
am not. I am not one of those people, guys. I am not a console versus PC person because I've played on both and I like both for different reasons. So
Hmm. Hmm.
that's my thing.
But you like PC more.
I'm neutral. I'm neutral. I
But
prefer
you like
PC.
PC more.
I play PC more. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so you like PC more. Is that what you're saying? I'm trying to.
Mouth's putting words in my mouth.
Yeah. So how about you, Lana? Do you prefer the PC more than the console, or
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, yeah. It's really the mod thing, with that, because there's just some games that are basically not playable without mods. And
Yeah,
to be able to do that on the PC, it's great. And I just don't want to go out of my way and figure out how to do that on console and all that when
yeah.
it's just that simple here.
That's why
Yep.
it's called Bish Bash Bosh
Yeah.
moments as well. See, I'm on fire on that. But yeah, I mean, I hope they do. Sony, get your shit out. Listen to our firmwares.
Sort your shit out, Sony.
Yeah, EA.
RTK
Everyone
goes
else.
gamers fighting over what system is best will never not be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Never
That's
not.
true.
Never
That's
not.
true. But it's just funny to try and get Chance to say PC, PlayStation better than PC. You're like,
Reese
no,
agrees.
Reese agrees that PlayStation's better than
No,
PC.
Reese agrees with RTK.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was on about the discussion then. So, have you got any more from the discussion topic, Chance? Or
That's
that's it?
it. That was just kind of
Oh my god.
our take on how we feel about things. So
Oh my god. Look at the
I know. Look at that time.
look at the time at the top.
That's a beautiful time.
1 minute 20. It's 1 minute 20.
We'll get
One
you out of
hour
here in
20.
no time, Lana.
I don't want
Unbelievable.
to leave. I don't want to leave.
Oh.
I know you don't. I know you don't. But we're blasting through it.
See,
For those, we're trying to blast it through, not because we're trying to rush the show, but Lana has stuff to handle.
yeah, and if we don't finish it off, she would kill us. Literally
No,
kill us.
no,
I
never.
think she would.
Yeah.
No, I think if anything, I would probably evaporate, but I would never harm you guys.
Oh,
Aw.
you're so sweet. Oh my god, I love you, Lana. All the love to you. So much
Lol.
love. I love it.
Oh, I tell you what, it's going to be the love show next on that. So, Right, so this is going to be the third segment of the evening. This I say this every week, except for last week because we wasn't there. But every other week that we was here with the podcast.
Obviously, Mel, we weren't here last week.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just trying to elaborate a bit better, be professional.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Just you're
Go
trying to get
for
my
it.
words twisted.
Go
Then
for it. Go for it, buddy. Go.
thanks. Interview with the streamer. This is the best part of it all because you get to ask we get to ask the questions to Lana. Basically, these questions, she doesn't know the questions at all. We told her just before the stream. I said, pick your 8 numbers out of 15, and that's what we always do. Pick the random numbers out of 15, and those numbers, those are the questions are going to be released. You might have heard them in the past, and you might have heard them again, but these are the questions that are going to be at random order. So tough if you have heard them before on that one. Not you, Lana, because you haven't heard them before. But basically, for the viewers who watched it in the past, that's what it is, pretty much.
At
So
this point, I'm surprised we haven't touched on all the questions.
I think we have,
I think we have.
I think we have, but I think I would be very surprised if we didn't.
15 weeks in.
Yeah,
I'd be surprised if we missed one.
yeah. I would retire after that. To be fair, so, oh, okay. Are you ready, Lana?
Yes.
Are you nervous, Lana?
Only a little. No, no, I'm good. I'm ready.
Chance, was you about to say something?
No,
No,
I'm
no,
just
still-
saying I'm handing it off. My hands are up. My hands aren't on this. This is your bit.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. So basically, thanks, Trans, for that. Basically, these questions are nothing personal related questions. So we're not going to say, Lana, what is your number? Can I have your phone number, please? Or can I find out where you live as well? We're not going to do that. And that's not. We never ever do that at all. And it's just downright no, absolutely not on the stream, on the podcast itself. We're just talking about as a streamer in streamer related questions itself.
Mhm.
So that's all it is. Oh, right, here we go. First question is, what was the best memory you have since you started streaming, and also your worst?
Okay, I'll start with the best because, always got to start with something good. I think the best moment would be when I was playing good old Sims, can't talk about it enough. And the actual Sims channel was in my stream. And
my God.
they gifted me subs and stuff like that. And it was just because I've been playing this game since I could even get on the computer. So I was 8, 6, I don't know, somewhere around there. And so it was really just so cool to have the actual company in my stream watching me play the game and all that. So that had to be the best moment. And that and meeting a bunch of cool people like you guys and all of my other friends. And it's just been a highlight of having to be in the house all the time and all that. And I think the worst, I don't know. I wouldn't really say there were any particular bad moments. If anything, they were mostly my fault, I guess. My fault. But I just when I first started streaming, I had the worst microphone ever. And it just had me in such a bad mood throughout the whole stream. So I only ended up streaming for 20 minutes because it sounded like I was underwater. I did so much to try and fix it. And I was just so mad. I was shaking. And I was like, you know what? I am going to leave. And then I stopped stream. But I kept going with it after that once I got a better mic.
Yeah.
But that was just the worst experience. Other than that, it's been fun. All fun and games, literally.
Don't get me wrong. I know that painful that microphone would be on that, because imagine doing the stream and the microphone is fine for you, but when you got another person joining in the stream, they're like a robotic voice afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Transfer now clearly, because whenever we would do the streams, poor everyone else. I was saying it in normal voice, and then everyone else was sounding in robotic voice or like deep voice. So because I would know because my voice was fine, like I wouldn't even know.
Mm.
But then poor anyone else who joined into the stream, like GTA Racing, Trans, Toad, Shani, Jess, Teddy, they would be in robotic voice during the stream, and I wouldn't even know until I checked afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
and I know the pain.
Unless somebody's in your channel and say, what's going on with the robots?
Yeah,
I know.
Where's the robot voices coming from? We got mods in?
yeah.
That or they're just like muted and nobody tells you the whole stream
Yeah,
that they
I
can't
know.
hear the people that
Oh.
you're playing with. So you look crazy just talking to nobody. Well, they think it's nobody. But like
Yeah.
your friends are having a full on conversation and nobody can hear them.
Oh,
Reese
sorry.
said that asking for Lana's personal information would be invasion of privacy. This is very true.
Yes.
And also gave all of us big bear hugs. So
Thank
all
you,
love to you,
thank
Reese.
you.
Thank you. Big bear hug back.
But yeah, I do agree. It's just needs to sort it out. To be fair, from that perspective, and trying to be,
Sort your shit out.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what happened to me with that. And I finally managed to figure out afterwards. So I was really annoyed when I found out it was this extra thing that I had to do as well. So, but yeah, that was a good best memory and worst memory from your side, Lana. That's good. How long? Next question. Sorry. How long have you been streaming for? And
Mm.
what were your favourite or memorable milestones along the way?
Yeah. I've been streaming since December 14th of last year. And I think, I don't know, there's so many like just even like having the confidence to stream and like talk to people. Like I
Yeah.
still can't do a presentation for like work or school without sounding like I'm about to cry. But
Oh,
I can stream and like talk to people that I may have never seen before and just like don't know like that with ease because like you guys make me feel comfortable and I like it. So I think that would be I would consider that a milestone because like going
Yeah.
from whispering into the microphone like okay now I'm gonna do this and stuff like that to
oh,
just feeling like comfortable like I'm having a conversation with people because I am and stuff
yeah.
like that has been like the best part of it all.
Oh, oh.
Aww. So much love. I love it.
I mean, oh,
That's
I'm,
considered a milestone. If that's
oh
something
Yeah.
that you
yeah.
struggle with, that's considered a milestone.
Like, for people who are struggling, like being shy on stream and they don't know what
Yeah.
they're doing as well. They're like, oh, hi, how you doing? Like, and you're nervous on stream. You're like,
Excuse me.
and you don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like Trans will know. For me, I haven't been on the camera like this on the camera for a very long time, and Trans was pushing me, like poking through the TV, poking
I was too.
to
Don't ask
say,
me how I
God,
did it. I don't even know how I did it.
but it was the
You're
podcast.
powerful.
Yeah, it was powerful. To be fair,
A
it
mental
was just
poke.
a mental poke on there. It hurt as well. So basically, it's just the confidence, as you rightly
Yeah.
said, and it's more the shy. Like, get rid of that shyness, and you're actually talking to another person. Like, as
Mhm.
in, you're talking to a screen that no one's going to
Mhm.
come back to you. Will be like everyone's staring at you. Do you know what I mean? As well.
Yeah.
So I know that. I know that feeling, Laura, and that is a massive milestone, as you said,
Mhm.
and don't ever drop that at all.
Yeah.
Don't ever drop
Yeah.
that. And I'm sure everyone who would stream and who have the confidence, just be yourself. That's all. That's all we ask. Just be yourself. And if you do, people will love you for who you are, rather than an impersonated person at the same time
We have
as
another
well.
hydrate from Reese.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mhm. Keeping us on our toes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, try to keep on my toes afterwards. To be fair. So, um, okay, so that was two questions. So 6 more to go, and we're an hour and a half, guys. An hour and a half. We'll try and aim as quickly as possible.
Ted's Gaming has hit us with 1, 2, 3 hydrates in
Oh
my
my
channel.
goodness.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have toilet
Okay.
breaks during this.
Mm,
1, 2.
Just take an extended sip.
Three.
Reese says the main question is who's going to be going to the bathroom first, and we're hit with
My
2 more
God. Oh
hydrates
my
from
God.
Ted, 3 more hydrates from Ted's Gaming, 4. Oh my
I'm waiting for Ted. I'm waiting for Ted to
5,
stop.
6, 7, 8. Oh my God. Oh, hydrate train, bro. 8 new sips from Ted's Gaming.
I
Right,
think
we
Go
we're
on,
stop.
getting
Reese.
drowned. We're getting
Yeah,
drowned.
yeah. He wants us to get drowned on that
Mhm.
with water, and well, for you guys, water. For
It's
me,
Kool-Aid for me.
well, Kool-Aid. Sorry.
Mhm.
So 8. Jesus. Right. Mm.
Mhm.
1, 2,
Whoa.
3, 4,
Hmm.
5, 5,
6 for me.
6, 6.
7.
7, 7. There you go, Ted.
8.
Uh,
Gotta hit him with the extended sip. I count out each gulp. Count.
yeah, but if
He says,
I
RTK said, just chug at this point. And Ted goes, I love
Yeah.
you guys. He's busting out laughing. RTK goes, this motherfucker drinking Kool-Aid. She
absolutely,
did drink, Ted. She has to drink too. She had 8 chugs. She had an extended sip, but she
yeah,
chugged it 8 times.
Extended.
yeah.
Rice says, who's going to be the first to go to the bathroom? Any bets? Reese does. No, sorry, I said
Which
Rice. I'm going to say Reese.
absolutely rice. Oh my god, you said retro wolf live. Now rice, not Reese. And who's drunk? Who's not? Who's
I'm not drunk, I swear. I'm not drunk, I swear.
Anywho,
It's just Kool-Aid.
oh, now you're blaming the Kool-Aid now. I'll
It's not
remember
about
that
the
next time.
Kool-Aid.
So, third question of the evening is there a game that is releasing soon that you're super hyped to play, Lana?
That's a good one. There is, and of course, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head now. Let me go to my Steam library real quick because I have so many games on the list that I want to get. It's just, see, now y'all got me looking. I might have to get it now.
Ted's Gaming
Oh,
goes, you sound drunk as fucking. You mean spiked Kool-Aid. No, it's not spiked, Ted. And Reese goes, Trans Gamer Girl, are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. It's just Kool-Aid.
say,
If anything, it's a sugar high. Okay, guys?
oh, it's a sugar high where it says Retro Wolf Live for the
I've
sugar high of
I've been
rice.
I've been drinking very sugary Kool-Aid and I've been eating sour gummy worms. What do you expect from me, guys?
Yeah.
Ted goes, a wink, wink. I know what you mean. Oh my God, Ted.
Yes, Ted. Yes, Ted. Legendary as well.
Okay. So there's one called Paralyze, so it's kind of like The Sims
Okay.
that hasn't come out yet. I don't know when it will. But that's like the first one that I can think of off the top of my head. I have a lot of games on my wish list that are already out,
Okay.
but I just haven't gotten yet. But yeah, Paralyze is the one that I've been waiting for like ever, I feel. I really like life simulation games and all
I do
that.
Okay.
too. I do too.
So I've never heard of it before. So just give us a bit of a background of. I know
Yeah,
you said
yeah.
similar to Sims and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, so like it's basically just like The Sims, but it's like a little better.
Dark,
I feel like
darker,
y-
better. Is that what you're saying?
well, I mean, like I feel like you can control more aspects of it, and it's like,
Yeah.
it gives you the thing, it gives me the things from like that I wanted from The Sims, like, more customization and stuff like
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's what I mostly like because I really like building in The Sims too and like making characters. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
I
me too.
can make them like as similar to like real people as I can, or like, just somebody that you could see like walking on the street, I think that would be, the most ideal thing.
I think that's one reason why I think you'd be an excellent candidate for our GTA RP because you are that character, and you get to take over that character, and you get to make that character look the way you want them to be, and
Yeah,
act
yeah.
the way you want them to be. So that's why I think you'd be. We were talking about that before the show, guys, as I was talking about my city and everything, and I was saying that she was saying that she's interested in GTA, but she says that the RP sounded really cool, right? You said it sounded really
Mhm.
cool. I think you would love it because you could actually really
Yes.
become that character that you spent time working on.
Yes, I know I would.
Reese said, "Trans gamer girl, you should get one of those things that measure how drunk you are." I'm telling you, I'm not drunk. Okay, Reese, if I was drunk, you'd know. You can ask Malk. He knows what I'm like when I'm drunk. Just saying.
Yeah,
This is not
Reese.
trance drunk. Okay.
Yeah,
Ted
I
goes.
guarantee.
I think we gave Ted PTSD from when he was on the show or whatever. He said she had to say something about Sims. It's nothing against you, Lana. But he said, "Fuck that ASMR." That was the video we talked about a few weeks ago. There's an ASMR Simlish video, Lana, that I think you
Oh,
would love. If
Oh,
you haven't
yeah.
seen it, I highly recommend looking it up.
Oh,
ASMR
no.
English. I don't
And
know how
Reese
I feel
goes, "Yeah,
about
that's what they all
ASMR.
say."
Oh, no.
Seriously, I promise you, I'm not drunk, guys.
Lana, if you like ASMR and Sims at the same time,
There you go. There's a
there you
video on
go.
YouTube about it.
Check
Yes.
out
Look it
the
up.
video.
I
You'll
don't know
find
how
it.
I feel about ASMR, like whispering in my ear and all that.
It's the
But
way she
Yeah,
says the Simlish words. It's
yeah.
I'm
weird.
curious now,
Cool,
and
but
I
weird.
feel like I have to see it. I have
Ted
to
says, "I
check it out.
highly recommend you don't look it up." She might like it. You don't know.
I'll probably hate it, but like I want to see it.
You never know until you
It's
try.
one of the things
That's
that
the
you're gonna
old
hate
one.
so bad you have to see it. You know it's so
Yeah,
bad you have to see it.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. I can't believe that was the third question. And now on 38. So,
We're trying to keep it streamlined. We really are.
what the next question is, what things do you look for when deciding on a new game to play?
Mm. Again, with the customization, like if I can change the way the character looks,
Yeah.
then that's a good game for me. Other than like, because I like games like Dead by Daylight and I'm trying to think, Dead by Daylight and just like Detroit Become Human, stuff like that, which those
Yeah.
aren't like really like you can do what you want with it. Other than Dead by Daylight, you can choose an outfit for your characters. And I like to go in, if I'm going to get killed, I have to be fashionable while I do it.
Hey, I'm with you on
Exactly.
this.
Exactly.
If I'm gonna
So-
die, I'm gonna be looking cute. Okay, I'm just saying,
Exactly.
just looking
Well,
cute.
Exactly.
I'll just
So
get
if I
I'll,
can, okay.
yeah, I'm getting the suit ready for that whenever that happens.
Yeah,
To be
yeah.
fair.
I just have to if I can be fashionable in the game, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Fair enough.
Again, you should do GTRP because there's clothing stores.
Exactly. Exactly.
You would love RP with
It's
a
so much
passion.
fun. So much
I'd
fun.
play
You
like the
would.
regular GTA Online, and I'd be walking around with a pink gun, like I was on
You
it. I was
you
ready.
don't go into RP. You don't go into RP with the GTA Online mindset. I will tell you
No,
that much.
no.
And you have
GTA
to go
Online
into it with
makes
an
me
RP
cry.
mindset.
Yes, online makes me cry, but it's
My
fine.
chat's having its own conversation. And Ted's gaming is Reese said, "I hate ASMR, especially food ASMR." And Ted goes, "Food ASMR, fuck that. I'm not eating my food for really quiet. I'm gonna eat my food like it's the last bowl of mac and cheese and it's all mine." And Reese is saying exactly. RTK goes, "In Detroit Become Human, it doesn't matter what you do, Connor will always look like John Wick doing it."
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't get John Wick from Connor. I had to start the game over because I got a really bad ending. But
Oh really? Oh,
yes,
okay. I'll have to watch that. I have to watch that stream again.
yes,
I'll
I
have to
gotta get back to it. Like I kind of started it again and then never went back. But I have to finish.
absolutely
Get back to it.
get back
Yes,
to it.
yes.
Don't whisper. That's ASMR. Don't whisper. So,
This is true. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, channel. I didn't mean to freak you guys out. I'm
oh
sorry.
my god, this is unbelievable. I'm sorry, Lana, for the podcast
No,
itself.
it's
So,
okay. I'm having a good
um,
time.
oh,
That's
thank
all that
you.
matters. That's all that
Yeah,
matters, really.
absolutely. Fifth question is: how would you describe your channel and community in 5 sentences or less?
5 sentences or less. Let me think.
Now, if it's too much, I'll go for 6
Okay,
sentences.
up to 6.
Yeah.
I don't think I can even form a sentence. Um, let me think. Let me think. I would say my channel is very like cozy and welcoming, but with a little bit of pizzazz, a little bit of personality. Like we're comfortable, but I gotta put some jokes in there too. I feel like this is already more than 5 sentences.
I
Anyways,
count it as one sentence. We're okay.
yes.
Yeah, I'll count it as 1 sentence.
Exactly. And then my community is also very comfortable and welcoming. They do like to joke around a bit, but I gotta laugh with them. They can't break me down with a D's nuts joke. They can't get me with that.
Hey.
But yeah, so I don't know. My community is very cozy and welcoming as well. We kind of roll with the games and stuff like that. We're here to hang out and play games and all that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ted's Gaming goes,
Absolutely.
don't trigger my ASMR PTSD. Fuck the parts. I got PTSD from other shit. Fuck my life.
Oh,
Sorry, Ted.
poor
Sorry,
Ted.
buddy.
Poor Ted. Poor Ted. I don't know what to say now. Poor Ted. Yeah, so the next question I'm going to ask you, Lana, is who are some of your biggest influences in gaming/streaming?
Okay. My biggest for the reason why I started streaming is Carmen King. I don't know if you guys have heard of her,
No.
but when I was like in high school, which I think I was in high school, I don't know.
One of those times in my past. One of those years.
Yeah, I was in
One time.
school. Yeah, it was what I was doing. And I just have her videos on in the background, and she'd play like a lot of Sims, GTA RP. So that's like why I wanted to start streaming, because I wanted to, share me playing the Sims since I did it all the time anyway. Might as well
Yeah.
stream it too. And I wanted to get into the GTA RP, but hadn't had a chance. But now I met you, so hopefully I'll be able to get
I
into
got
it.
you, girl. I
Yeah.
got you. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll
got
be able to
you.
get into it now.
I
So
will share that information with you later.
yeah, yes, please. But yeah, she was really my biggest inspiration to start streaming. And now just like watching like other streamers like friends and all that has really like made me want to keep going and stuff like that. Cause and even just having like people in the chat to talk to, it's just like building a community. And
Yeah.
I want to be able to talk to them, so got to stream to do it and all that.
Reese would like me to tell you that you now have a new follower and a new Discord member.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for sharing that love, Reese. You are amazing. That's
Yes.
awesome. That's what this is all about. We love it.
Yes,
Nice.
I appreciate it. And welcome.
Oh, that's cool. To be fair, because that's what I love about it. It's just like the
I love the
influences.
show.
Just yeah,
I
it's
love
just
the
it's like I did not know trans in the past. Like I think first time I ever spoke to her or seen her play was when she did Stardew Valley or with Teddy as well on the GTA races. I was like, yo, this trans girl is badass. Yeah,
I am
absolutely.
badass, man.
You
I'm
know
so
what I mean?
badass.
So, but do you know what I mean? It was like influence. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
she's cool. She's cool.
Mhm.
And then, like as the years gone by, like throughout the years of the streaming, like for you, Lana, I've enjoyed your content of The Sims and all the other content that you did as well. And don't ever drop that at all. Don't ever drop that at all. Because that's what I love about it. Because it's like upcoming streamers that I think could be doing well
Yep.
coming up soon.
Totally.
And that's what matters in the streaming world. Even though there's some harsh
Yep.
bastards in this
Yeah.
world
This is
as
true.
well, but you are badass, Lana.
Thank
So you're in the
you.
badass
Reese,
crew.
Reese
as
shared a
well.
whole bunch of love in my chat. Thank you so much for all that love,
Thank you.
Reese.
Yes.
And Ted hit us with another hydrate.
Oh God, I'm on my third can now for you guys. So
2 cans down.
Yeah.
And Reese says she's a drunk badass. No, buddy, I'm not. I'm not a badass when I'm drunk.
No.
I can barely
No.
talk when I'm drunk.
Yeah. I tried it
I
once,
am the
Reese.
funniest drunk ever. Not gonna
I tr-
lie.
oh. Oh.
Pretty
Okay.
funny.
Oh. Okay. Anywho, let's go straight to the next one.
You see
What
how
ga-
he didn't say anything to that, guys? You saw how he didn't say anything to that, right?
I didn't say anything
He's
at
like,
all.
I'm not saying nothing.
Nope. Because I have seen it, and I'll never see it again. To be fair.
You can't
So
unsee it once you've seen it once.
yeah, that's what I mean. And I
I make
felt
an
bad.
impression, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Next one. Next one is, what games have you been playing a lot or have been obsessed with lately on or off stream? I know you said Sims. Was there any other games that you've been obsessed with?
Definitely Dead by Daylight. Definitely. I cannot stop playing that game. Like, I've been playing it since February, and I just feel like I'm trying to pull back from it because I don't want my community to be like, here she is again playing Dead by Daylight. But like, can she switch it up a little bit? Like, can we have some variety? You say you're a variety streamer, but you're playing Dead by Daylight again. But no, I really like love that game so much. There's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's more than just like, doing the main tasks of it, because like I have a lot of memories of playing it with my friend earlier this year and stuff like that. And like after he passed, it was like kind of hard to get back into the game. But
Yeah.
now I'm in it, and like, it's just, good memories now, while even getting hooked and killed in the game.
Well, getting killed at
There you
the
go.
Yeah.
I
Doesn't
can
it?
relate to that though, Lana, because I'm a variety streamer myself as well. And I only stream on 2 days unless I can get another day in there or whatever, as Saturdays and Mondays. And Saturdays are podcasts, and Mondays are, right now, it's all about the GTA RP.
Mhm.
Every Monday stream for weeks has been GTA
Yeah.
RP. But it's because I love it so much. My community knows
Yeah.
that. My community knows I'm going to play whatever I feel like playing. And since I'm so into it right now, that's like, that's my thing. That's what I do.
Yeah. Gotta play what you're enjoying and all that.
Totally. Reese has another hydrate.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. It's,
We're getting
he
waterboarded.
really is trying to figure out who's going to go to the toilet first.
Yeah, totally.
Insane in the membrane itself. So, one more. Yes, one more. Bish bash bosh. And the most important question of it all, how it all began, is what got you into streaming?
Again, like watching Carmen King playing
Yeah.
like The Sims and all that really like inspired me and all that. And I think just the amount of hours that I've put into games, I feel like, I shouldn't just be sitting in my room silently playing the game like an angry child or a content child even.
Yeah.
But like with all the lights off, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my God.
In your little gaming cave.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, so I feel like, let me turn on the lights, let me, have people to talk to while I'm playing the game.
Totally.
And then it kind of like limits how much I play, because like, talking to people can be like, draining sometimes. Streaming can be draining. Like you're, trying to focus on a game while also trying to be entertaining and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I feel like that puts a good like control on how much I'm playing when I have like school and stuff to do as well.
Reese did agree with you. He said, yes, that's the mission. So Reese is like, yep, we're going for the bathroom run. And Ted just shared the love with a lurk. Thank you for that love. I appreciate it, Ted. Thank you for lurking and chilling in the chat with us. You're amazing. RTK says, now let's say hypothetically I use all my points on hydrate, and for the sake of argument, the amount would be 11.9 thousand. That would, in theory, mean I could press hydrate 119 times before running out of points. Oh my God. Let's not do that, RTK. I think you'd kill us.
Yeah, I think he'll kill
We
us.
would die from drowning. Okay?
I don't think I have enough water for that either.
I'm too late for that either.
Yeah, same. So good luck with that. To be
Reese
fair,
goes, it'd be great if hydrates are only one channel point. And Reese is like, RTK, do it. Ted goes, do it, no balls.
And then we should see who dies.
Please. Please don't do it.
We'll have to set up a limit of the hydrates of the evening. I think
I
that's
don't
what we'll
like
have to do.
limiting my hydrates, guys. I don't, but I will start doing it if it's a thing. There's a million other things you can do on my channel for, you can do stretches, you can do everything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
RTK goes
So,
too soon.
too soon. Absolutely. So, guys, that was the third segment of the interview with the streamer.
Gosh.
Yeah. Oh
You
no.
guys, no. I literally have this much Kool-Aid left, guys. That's all I got.
I've only got this can left, guys, so that's all I've got
We
left.
don't even have enough drink for this.
Reese says no limits. No limits.
Oh god.
It's a shame. But yeah, so that was the interview with the streamer, and it was an absolute blast, as always.
Yes.
Now, this is the best part of it all. An hour and 52. This is the quickest we've ever done, as well. So this is the Ask Us
On it
Anything.
today.
I know. About 10-15 minutes of your time, guys, and then we'll about to stop the podcast and the stream itself. So, if you've got any questions, nothing
Now's
drink,
time. Now's
Now,
the time.
nothing drink related or anything like that, no
Nope.
hydrate related or anything like that. But what do you think? If you want to ask me, Trance, or the lovely Lana, tell us if it's an all question, all three of us question, or is it a specific question? Just tell us who you want to say the question to. So, for example, if you want to say to me, just put Malk or Retro Wolf Live or Wetro in Trance's words as well.
He's
yeah,
not
Wetro-
gonna let me live that down, guys. He's not. It's not
No.
happening.
No, and Rice is a Reese, poor lad, as well. So yeah, so just specify who you could say the question to, and we'll get that back. If not, we will stop in about 10-15 minutes time. So
There is always more to drink, RTK, but I don't want to make a trip to the kitchen twice to fill up enough to drink. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not spiked Kool-Aid, Ted. I'm serious.
Spike Kool-Aid. Spike Kool-Aid.
Ted goes, do I still hold the record? Yes, you still hold the record right now. Actually, no, I think we beat Ted's record, didn't we? We beat Ted's record, didn't we?
I think so.
I think we did. We can't do it tonight, guys. Like I said, Lana has stuff she has to handle. We don't want to hold her too long, okay, guys?
Yeah,
This is
she
not
would
going to
kill
be
us.
that situation.
She would literally kill us after the
Never.
stream.
RTK did have a
Never.
question for you, Lana. Said, are those Funko Pops behind you?
Yes, I have a Zuko Funko Pop and an Iron Man Funko Pop. I really love Marvel and Iron Man.
Nice.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
So you learn something new every day. So Lana loves Marvel. And you
Yeah.
hate DC. You hate DC by the sounds of it as well.
I wouldn't say hate. I would say not interested, and I refuse to watch it.
I have a strong distaste for
Oh.
DC.
Yeah.
That's what I
I
say.
try to be fair to the people that like DC. I feel bad
Yeah.
for them.
Yep.
It must be hard not liking good movies, but but
What a flex! I love that.
but it's okay. Like, I understand, and I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers while I go enjoy a Marvel movie.
Reese has an all question. Who's the most drunk right now? Definitely Malk. I'm not drunk.
I'm
not
I was
either.
drinking water.
I am
Yeah.
fine.
The only
I am-
person who's drunk now.
I am perfectly fine.
Yeah, 3 cans later.
No, this is the third can.
Okay, 2 cans later. But he's
Two
still
cans.
closer to being drunk than I am.
Yeah, it's fine. Keep
Reese
it
had
cool,
another
Tom.
question as well, also for Lana. Who's your favorite Avenger?
Oh, that's a hard one because, I'm dedicated to the cause. We have the Iron Man tattoo. My dog's name is Thor. My hamster's name is Loki. It's
Love
just, I think it's really in between Thor and Iron Man at this point. Iron Man has a special place in my heart for reasons I don't want to spoil because, I'm sure people who wanted to see it have seen it, but it's been over a year. It's been 2 years, I think. But Iron Man has a special place in my heart, so I think maybe Iron Man. Maybe
Reese
I
did
don't know.
say, by the way, all is an acceptable answer.
all. Yes, all.
There we go.
All.
Oh, I tell you what. Would you ever, if you had to bring a character back other than Iron Man, would you ever bring another character into the Marvel series that you would like to see in the near future as well?
Yes. He wasn't an Avenger though. Why can't I think of his name right now? Gosh, why can't I think of his name? Because he's played by Idris Elba, and
Oh,
yes,
oh shit! I know which one you mean now. Um, oh shit! I don't know the name.
Heimdall.
Handle, handle.
Yes, I
Heimdall.
yes
Yes, I
yes
love
I bring
Heimdall.
him back.
I love Heimdall.
I would
He's
bring him
amazing.
back. Yes.
Reese
Okay.
has a mouth question. How drunk are you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Um, five.
5. Right in the middle, guys.
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just when I'm like tipsy.
You'll know when he's drunk because he'll just space out for no reason.
You're
I'll be
like,
like,
oh,
Malk, are you there?
no,
He'll
no.
be like, no. It's like, looking off in the distance. I'm like, okay, buddy, you just do you. You do you, buddy.
Five is the answer on that one. So I'm all good.
Solid 5.
It's just a perfect 5, not a perfect 10. Because if it was 10, I would have been conked out to sleep on the floor. There'll be no camera.
Yeah.
There'll be no camera at all.
He's like, I'm just going to take a nap now.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye, guys.
On my bed, on here, I'm just gonna take a nap on the bed here as well. So,
Mal,
uh,
question for you from me. Do you snore?
yes, yes, I do.
So we know he's down when he's snoring.
Now,
This is important information.
now, you know when you sleep, you just don't know what to expect, and you think you only realise when someone else is by you or hear you,
I know.
and then you're like, and then the next one, you snore out loud. Like, oh shit, charming, thanks.
I get told all the time that I snore. All the time.
So you
And I don't
snore.
even know it. I do. I don't even know that I'm snoring. I don't even, I'm like, oh, wow.
When you're in a deep sleep, you just don't even think about it.
No,
Yeah.
you're not thinking about it. Lana question. Who do you like more, Malk or Trance?
I can't
Oh,
pick a fave. I love everybody. Can't
but
pick a fave.
but if I give you some extra bits, extra information, that's not false advertisement from EA, which they need to sort out their shit
Sort
out.
their shit out.
Yeah.
I'll have my people call your people on that one.
Reese says you have to choose. You must choose.
Oh.
I think I hear my mom calling me.
I think it's dinner time. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
RTK says, how did you all come up with your Twitch names?
Well, that's a good question, actually.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
I'll tell you what, Lana, you're first. Straight
You're our
Okay.
guest. You go for it.
Okay. Well, I really wanted something Avatar: The Last Airbender related, and I couldn't think of anything along those lines, so I moved to Legend of Korra. So I just took Korra out of it and put my name in there, and there we have it. I'm thinking about changing it though because a lot of people add the F to the rest of my name, so we get Legend of Flana. And
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
When I first saw you on stream for the first time, like when you recommendation, I looked at the name, like Legend of Flana. I'm like, I thought better double check, and then when you said Lana, I thought, now I get it. And you'd be like, Flana? And you're like,
Yeah.
no. And
RTK goes, I knew it.
Yes.
I knew it.
Yes, I love that's like one of my most favorite shows, like the Avatar series and all that.
It's an amazing series.
And you've got the best emote or best sound alert ever. If you've
Thank
never
you.
watched Archer, watch it now on Netflix. Lana, it's like there's like a sound alert. It's like Lana.
Yes, I love that.
And then
Rarely hear my
Danger
name in a
Zone.
show. Rarely
Yeah.
hear it.
I know.
I don't ever
That's-
hear my name in a show. Ever. It's like, it never happens.
Trans. They're like,
I will go next. Trance gamer girl. When I first got onto Twitch, I was not streaming. I was just a viewer, and I love vocal trance music. Like it's one of my favorite types of music ever because I love the fact I've always felt like music is about the feeling, and I feel like in trance music, like vocal trance music, you can really get the
So
feeling of it.
it's just like
I
the
mean, you just
beats.
kind of groove. It really just kind of puts you in a mood. You know what I mean? So, um, I put trance gamer because that's usually what I used to go by, trance gamer. And I like the name or whatever, and it was taken. So I'm like, I gotta do something, trance gamer something, trance gamer something. So I just added girl to it. It was kind of a cop out, I'm not gonna lie. But trance gamer girl wound up being my Twitch name, which in turn wound up being my Twitch display name. So for my streams.
Oh, okay. Well, I knew about it, but for me, I did not know about it in
Yep.
more depth. But for me, I was streaming as Wolf Gamer 2017.
Yep.
Then I stopped.
Remember those days?
I remember those days. Yeah, back in the day, the old man kicking back in as well. So, um, and then everyone kept nagging me back, saying, "Come on, Malk, where are you? Where are you not streaming? Why are you not streaming?" And about 2 or 3 year gap, I just didn't bother streaming. So until I saw Teddy, Trance, Shanae, and all the other legendary people as well, I
Our
thought,
crew.
yeah, I thought I've got to pick a new name because I can't. I must have changed it as well. So, um, so for me, I love retro games. I love retro games, and I love the old N64, the NES, SNES, all those eras. So I thought retro, cool. Then I have to think of other bits. Now they said do not use like a year at the end because it's never going to work. So I tried to avoid that. I so I was because I love like a football team, aka soccer team for you guys, soccer team of the Wolves, which I've got the top on. That's the old retro type. So it's a retro Wolf and live, which is live now, live stream
Yep.
now. So retro Wolf live is how it is now. To be fair.
Next question comes from Reese. All
Right.
question: how much do you need to pee right now on a scale of 1 to 10? I won't realize I have to go to the bathroom until I get up, and then I'll be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I go to the restroom. Let me go."
I'm not moving, so I'm not going to answer that question at all.
Just run. Just run.
Run.
I,
And
I
Sit
you'll
on
can't.
be
bolt.
good.
I can't because next to me is a monitor, and if I run, I'm going to trip and fall face down on the floor.
Teleport. Teleport.
Teleport. Oh, I wish
Yes,
we
you
had
can learn how
that.
to teleport. That's so important.
Oh,
Bella says my name isn't is common among pets. That's usually where I hear my name nowadays. Reese says mine isn't really common anywhere as far as I know. I've heard people named Reese.
Yeah,
It's
I've
nice.
heard people
I
name
like
Reese.
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ted's laughing his ass off over here. I'm so close to another hydrate.
It's okay. You're
We're near the
good.
end, buddy. We're near the end. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, that's the end of our show.
What? Question from me to Lana. Actually, would you have done a different career in what you're doing now, or would you? What's that different career? Would you? Because I noticed you got a guitar at the back of your room itself. So would you ever go into like the music career if the streaming side did not suit you at all?
Get your hydrate
Um,
milk.
I definitely would go into the music career if I I mean I could if I wanted to, I guess. I could try it. But I think my main thing is like going into game development since I'm in school for computer science and stuff like that. So, trying to balance that while streaming and stuff like that is just like my main goal at this point.
Malk and Lana, y'all have another hydrate. I already did mine because
Oh,
I'm an OG.
there you
Ted
go.
says mine is somewhat common. Yeah, Ted's a very common name, buddy.
What about you guys? Like, what would you do and all that?
Oh, that's a good one actually. Well, Trans will know. She'll go into RP mode. That's her career gone, sorted. To be fair.
That's what I do for life. I RP.
Yeah, life of
That's
RP.
like the best life ever. Actually, personally, I'm going to school for a communication degree. I want to do PR. I've always loved to sing. So when I was younger, that's what I wanted to do when I was growing up, was to sing. I love to sing. And but yeah, I've changed my degree a couple times. But I ultimately finished out that I would love to do. I'd love to do film, but here and where I live, there's not a big call for it. I like to direct, so I'm going to school for something that's practical that I could still enjoy doing, like talking to people as a public relations person. So
You know
that's
what? I would love to see that directed by Trans Gamer Girl.
I'll share you a link of a video I made for college. I actually have it on my channel on my YouTube.
I am so tempted to watch that now.
Seriously, and I had to star in it because my actress flaked on me last minute.
You can do PR for the video game that I create in the future.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
That'd be cool. For me, I love playing computer games. I would love to be in the computer game, like for the game development. I'm not a great developer, but I'd just like to join and experience the coding side of things, how it all began, and how these guys can try and put it under a lot of pressure, um, and seeing how like a 3D model of a game gets incorporated in like a 3D model world, like the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine, I can't believe it's free, and you can just do the shit of everything on there. That's just loving it. To be fair, the Unreal world. That's what I love to do. To be fair, the computer games development, if I wanted to, but
I saw you tried to get. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, buddy. I saw you tried to hit up a YouTube command, Reese. I do not have that, but I believe my YouTube link is on the About section, so you can actually go to that if you'd like.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's what it is really. So we've got about a couple more minutes, guys, and then we'll bounce.
I got a question from RTK. Before I do that, Reese said I'm at 90 right now, so I'll have one soon. And suggestion for future podcasts is a hydrate counter that counts how many times you've hydrated in the stream.
I'm going to put it on
that manually. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll put that on back burner. RTK has a question. Usually RTKs, if it's not already mentioned, it's for all of us. What's a job that you just associate with jerks?
Oh,
retail.
Yeah,
retail?
It depends on the
retail or fast food. One of the two.
It depends on the store. I was talking about it earlier with a friend. Like maybe most people that work at GameStop. Like I cannot go into a GameStop and not have somebody act like I don't know what I'm there for. And I'm just like, you know what?
Fair.
I'll just order it online. I'm good.
I hate it when they say, "Oh, are you here? Is everything all right?" And then you go another person, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" Like, no, feck off. I know what I'm doing. Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I know what I want.
Yeah.
And that's what I understand. Like if it's the customer asks them. That's where you get the interaction.
Part of it is, if you've never worked retail, you don't understand this, but part of it is that they're just checking in with all of the guests. They're asking, do you need any assistance? Because they don't want to just sound like, they're not being helpful. Because as soon as they step back, there's going to be that one person who's going to say, they didn't even come up and ask if I needed assistance. I was looking at the games. I needed somebody. It's really, they're saving their own ass. I'm not lying.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes they just don't want to talk to them. They're just like, I know what I want. I know what I want.
Yeah.
And just leave me alone. That's it. Simple as, really. But what can you do? But yeah.
Reese says working at EA.
Yeah.
Get their shit together.
Rice. It's not Reese anymore. It's Rice.
It's Reese. I messed up.
No,
because Reese corrected me when first in my channel. Reese corrected me when they were first in my channel. They said it was Reese. They told me it was Reese. Reese has a Lana question. I'm still waiting on the answer of who you prefer.
So it was really nice outside today. Let me tell
Why
y'all about
are you grilling our guests, man?
It's Reese. Yeah, I know, right? I know, Reese. Sorry, I'm just messing with you. I'm just.
You almost said it then.
Yeah, no. I'm just trying to wind Chance up. That's all. Don't kill me, please.
He's giving me
Okay.
shit because I called him Wetro Wolf earlier.
Wetro.
Wetro Wolf earlier.
So,
Rolf.
so wolf. I know. I
Okay,
know.
so a couple more questions, guys. We can get a couple more in, and then if not, we'll call this. If we have any questions for each other, are you going to ask me what you were talking about? Ask me before the show, Milk.
What's that?
About, never mind. You don't remember? We're not going to go there.
No, it's fine. I totally
It's
forgot.
not that serious. Then it works out.
I'm intrigued now. I can't remember.
He's wanting to know what it was, and he's the one that asked me about it. You remember this, right, Lana? He was the one that asked me.
I don't remember either.
I don't
Okay,
remember.
it's not that serious. It's not that serious.
No. Don't change the subject. We need to know now. We need to know.
No.
No.
Reese
Yes,
has a
mister.
retro and trance question. Reese has a retro and what is with my words today, guys? I don't know what the hell's going on in my head. How did you come up with the name Bish Bash Bosh?
Ah.
I'll leave this to him.
No. I'm leaving it to you, Trans, because every time I say it, I've missed out all the shit on that. So I'm going to let you do that. No.
Okay, so I can tell you how I've told people how the show came to be, and we were thinking about what to name it. And Malk is very well known for saying Bish Bash Bosh. Apparently, it has meaning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Meaning.
I'll put it up now. Just for
So
you
it
guys.
has Mish. It has
Mish.
meaning to.
It's not Mish. It's Bish Bash Bosh.
I was trying to say meaning. Thank you. It has meaning to him. So he said that we should call it the Bish Bash Bosh. Well, because when we used to stream, we used to say we'd have Bish Bash Bosh moments. And so we were talking about the show being Bish Bash Bosh moments. So we just call it Bish Bash Bosh podcast. So whatever the meaning is, that's on him. But he uses it all the time. He's always said that. And like we used it in GTA or in the GTA races and stuff. So it was something that was associated with him, and he would call our fun moments the Bish Bash Bosh moments. So
Bish Bash
that's
Bosh.
how he came up with a name. I just went along with it because I was like, that's perfect, because that was kind of a thing that we understood between the two of us.
And then I was jokingly around in GTA's just doing like a guest show, like a talk show host, like, hey, how you doing? You know, just like a normal type. And then Trent said, Malk, you've got a great talk show voice. And I was
That's how
like,
the show came to be, yeah.
yeah. And I was like, really? I did not know that, but thanks for that. And then she said, as a joke, we should do a podcast. I'm like, yeah, we could do. Because I did a podcast in the past before Bish Bash Bosh with Teddy called the Lowdown Podcast. This was like,
I've heard y'all talk about that. Yep.
4 years ago now, for like a few episodes now. And then the next day, out of the blue, I was just getting myself ready. Normal day, getting myself ready. Then also a message came from Chance. We have to do this podcast.
Because I went to bed thinking about the discussion we'd had, and I was thinking about how we'd make this happen. And I was like, oh my gosh, we could actually make this happen. We could actually do this. And so the next day, the message he got was all caps. Oh my God, Malk, we should do a podcast. That's what came through.
Absolutely. And it's just absolutely Bish Bash Bosh moment. And it took us a month to get everything prepped up and ready to go, and try and get the members, the streamers. I need to say stewards.
We're still working on that.
Yeah, we're still working on that. But we've got a couple of upcoming people coming now, so that's all good. To be fair, so don't get me wrong. 15 episodes currently now. We're still going strong. We've got quite a few podcast suppliers.
Suppliers? Channels that we go
Yes,
through.
that's it. Podcast channels. You see, this is why I love Trans. She gets my words right perfectly. But basically like Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, so much.
Tune in, a whole bunch of other ones.
Yeah. So
Reese has a trance question. Are you sure you're not drunk? Yes, I'm sure I'm not drunk. Just saying. And Reese his was a hydrate. I didn't. I
already
don't
did
think
that
I did mine
hydrate.
yet. So I don't think I did mine yet.
right. Okay. Let's try to get me drunk on this.
I caught him.
And RTK says, "What have you managed to avoid your whole life? Broken bones."
Same.
I'm unlucky. Well, for the guys who are watching the stream, for the guys of the audio, I'll try and explain it a bit better. So, as you can see the little finger?
Yeah,
Right.
it's straight on one side. Okay,
This is like a Doctor Evil type.
I love it.
But I can't straighten that finger because I
Okay.
broke it. Because I broke it completely.
Well, I've managed to avoid broken bones my whole life. So
Now
Same.
this, that's how straight I can do. This is the best I could do. Straighten it. I can't unless someone chops like that. Then I would be in agony forever and ever. To be fair, but
Yeah.
basically, I can't say broken bones because I've already broken my bone.
We've
What
all
have you
managed to
avoided then,
avoid
Mal?
death.
What have you avoided then in your life?
I don't know. What have I avoided? Well, I haven't avoided drink.
Criminal charges?
Criminal charges, yeah. Actually,
We've all avoided death,
yeah.
so
Yeah, that's true.
That's true too.
yeah.
I can't believe we're just alive for that. I can't believe we just did not think about that at all.
We're just existing.
Reese
Yeah.
again asks who you prefer.
Right, that's the last question now, guys. That's the last question. So Laura has to go. She's gonna kill me.
She's gotta go, guys.
Never. But I enjoyed being here. Thank you guys for having me on here. I appreciate it. And it was so much fun. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys and your community, all of that.
So
We're so happy you were here too, Lana. Thank you so much for being amazing.
Absolutely. But Reese is never gonna leave until he answers that question. You answer that question. So
Reese, you're my favorite. You're my favorite.
Oh,
right. I
Reese
better
says
go.
bye, Lana.
Bye. Bye.
So
Thank
here we
you
go,
guys
guys.
again.
We are about to stop, and this is the
Yep.
quickest show we've ever had for a very long time. 2
That's all
hours
my
later.
fault.
2 hours
okay.
and 80. It's all right. We try to be fair to you, Lana. You know what I mean? Try and make it fair. Hopefully, the next time we do the podcast, it'll be 3 hours long,
Yes.
not 4 hours.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. So, can I just say a massive thank you to the legendary legend? Wait for it. Wait. Let me just get my drink.
I'm waiting, Malcolm. I'm waiting. I can't hold this forever. Come on.
Dairy.
There we go.
Legendary. I did that on purpose, Trans. Wink,
I
wink.
know you do. Reese gave us all big bear hugs. Thank you so much for those bear hugs, Reese. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. So, thank you to the legendary Legend of Lana. And these said legendary Lana. That would be a new name. Legendary Lana.
Legendary Lana. There you go.
There we go.
I like it.
So, but thank you so much for joining us in the podcast. Have you enjoyed it?
Of course.
That's amazing.
Yes. It was so much fun. Hopefully I can come back soon and be here for the full time and all of that.
Well,
Full
to be
time.
honest, 2 hours was closer to what we wanted to go for, and it just kind of got longer as we went along. So
Mhm.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as Lana's accepted this, that's all I ask
Yes.
for.
Yes.
If she doesn't, she's going to kill me at Discord. afterwards.
Never. I am excited to hear about the GTA RP though as well.
I need to give you that information for sure, so you know.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to find out all the other information as well, which I forgot to mention about anyway. So, but
Sorry,
yeah,
you missed your shot. Window is now closed, Malk. You can't go back. He'll remember it later. He'll be like, "That's what she was talking about."
yeah,
He'll kick
when
himself
I'm
'cause he didn't
sober,
remember.
kicking in as well. So, thank you to the
All the
legendary.
love, Reese. Thank you so much for all those love.
Thank you to the legendary trans gamer girl. She's absolutely amazing, and she does pretty much the whole work for me. To be fair, with all the notes as well. So thank you so much, Trans. Thank you so much. So I was your host with the most, Malk. She was the hostess with the mostest, Trans. Legend of legendary Lana. There we go. Couldn't get the words
Next
right.
week.
All being
What do
well.
we have next week? All
All
being
being
well.
well. All being well is Elkery. She is absolutely amazing. I'm trying to get to talk to her. I did tell her the date for it, but I'm going to remind her as well. If not, we'll try and get Basie. Is it Basie? Or
Daisy back, yeah. Since we missed his week last week, which I felt really bad about.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel so bad. Okay, oh my gosh. I couldn't help. I was sick, guys. I really was not in any condition to be on stream Saturday.
All right.
Sorry.
Look, Trans, don't worry. Don't panic. We're here live.
I'm here this week.
We're here this week. We're here this week. So there you go, guys. We're going to shoot off now. We'll be back for episode 16. I can't
All the
believe
love,
16.
guys. Thank you so much for being here. Everybody who was in the chat, thank you for all those hydrates. I know they hit us like a Mack truck, and now I'm belching. Sorry, guys. But thank you so much for being here. We love you guys. Thank you guys for being here every week. And we are so happy that we could be here this week with you guys. So,
Yeah.
Anywho, guys, and it's a good night from all of us, and see you next week.
bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.